Hi, everybody. Welcome to ZealZaddy. My name is Scott, and my pronouns are he, him, and this is Elixia, our D&D 5e campaign set in a homebrew world. This episode is called Cross Currents, and you can follow us everywhere at ZealZaddy, and you can purchase our 5e products at DriveThruRPG. We have a D&D, or not a D&D, a TTRPG talk show on Sunday nights. This week is on indie sci-fi systems. It's going to be a really cool one. A lot of cool four cool guests, maybe five. There's a fifth that's iffy. But tonight's Tuesday. Let's get started because we're running a little late. So let me bring everybody on. All right, we have one person out today. Jazz is out. So let's start with Cerridwen. With Tiffany. Sorry, not Cerridwen.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. I play Cerridwen Sagewynd. She is the bard of the party. She uses she, her pronouns, and I use she, her pronouns. And I run my own campaign called Dungeon Damsels. I would be editing, but my computer broke, so I'm not editing, and I'm sorry for those of you, my quiet fans. I know you're out there. Sorry you'll have to wait a little longer. Something else I do is cosplaying, and this is a little fun piece I made. Yeah, I cast the resin, and I painted the pendant, so that was fun. I'm making a Melania cosplay from Elden Ring. That's just a fun thing about me. I really enjoyed playing with this group. We have a really great dynamic. You know, we have the rare collection of people who understand the system really well and like to RP together really well. So yay us! And I can talk about Jazz. I just have to look up her stuff too. But she goes by Cinder Scoria.
Mm-hmm.
I believe she goes by she/they pronouns. They're in. No, I think they finished their campaigns.
Yeah, the only thing they have going on right now is the Arcane Corpse, which has a bit of a backlog as they are entering their next season. So make sure you check that out. They've been releasing little individual stories recently, and I think they're just wrapping that up.
Nice.
Yeah. And they have a whole bunch of new stuff they can't talk about yet, but plenty of stuff in the works so that they're going to be able to announce pretty soon, hopefully. So keep a lookout for some future endeavors from them as well.
Yeah, so Jazz always does cool stuff. So
Yep.
Check them out. All right, I'm good to go.
All right, Blake.
Hello, everybody. I am Blake. Yeah. Sorry, getting over an illness, so like brain's a little foggy. But yeah, I play my character. All of us say I didn't forget her name, Hipley Amberwater, because memory is a thing. But yeah, I and catch me in some other games too. I mean, I'm in the First Watch. Play Grogu Stockbringer. In Homing the Dudes Skyrim campaign, I played Toad. If you want to see a jazz harmonicist worm toad, like you can check that out because yeah, those are the kind of ideas to come up with. And then a book club podcast with good friend Kayla, so we talk about books and stuff, which I still need to pick the book for this month, but you know what, it's early enough, you got time. And yeah, some other things too. So catch me around the internet on some stuff. But yeah, otherwise you can catch me here right now playing. I'm a really, really fun character who's yeah, is finally starting to grow up, even though he's old. So it shows the old dogs can't learn new tricks. Don't listen to don't follow the hype. You can. But yeah, that's it for me.
I want to say real quick, like I didn't realize until this last Friday when I was playing with Kayla, Jess, and them in a special UO one shot. That's the same Kayla that you do the book club with. Kayla was talking about the book club. I was like, wait, you do book club with Hipley? Or not Hipley, with Blake?
Yes.
I'm already getting in character, but with Blake. And she's like, yeah. I was like, oh my God. I was like, here I am talking to you for like ever. And then I played with Blake and I had no idea that you guys were
Oh, and because she posted, because you saw the art too, by the way. I don't think I've seen yet, but yeah, she saw the art. Yeah, I saw her post that. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, Morgan, you go.
All right. Well, what's up, everybody? My name is Morgan with Mind Flayed Mondays. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me everywhere on social media except on Twitter at Mind Flayed Mondays. On Twitter is at Mind Flayed Mun. I am the founder of Mind Flayed Mondays. We run pro games for people. So if you want to play D&D or even other systems, we run those things. So check it out. Beyond pro DMing, I also have like products on Amazon. I have products on Redbubble. Thank you, Tiff. And I recently updated my Twitch account, even though I don't even stream really. But my Twitch, it looks really good now, and I have merch on Twitch. So if you want to check out my Twitch store, you can do that too. Besides that, I have a podcast, My Play Mondays podcast, where I run games for my players. It's a lot of fun. Come check it out. Here, I play Eizen. I was formerly Vezran, but now I'm Eizen, and he is the lovable rogue. Who doesn't love him? He's amazing. Gets into a lot of trouble. Borrows people's slippers, messes in wizard stores, likes to touch things and put it back. But overall, he's a good guy. He has these guys' back, and he's as happy to be with them as I am to be here with you guys.
I want to add people who slippers who use those because they're in pain all the time because they're like in this magical wizard area. So I'm just saying, yes, the slippers that people use is for comfort who's really in pain, but that's all.
Thanks for clarifying that. We got to make that distinction known.
Yeah. All right, Natalie.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Natalie. I use she, they pronouns, as does my character, Desis, our Circle of Stars druid with a little bit of warlock in her. You can find me most places. Ghost Candle on Twitter and Instagram, or Ghostly Candle on Twitch and YouTube. When I'm not being an artist through my days, and you're not catching me here playing tabletop games, or other places playing tabletop games, you can catch me in those spaces. Excuse me. I play solo games Wednesday nights. I got a special one happening tomorrow for a very special preview release of something coming out Friday. So check that out on my channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you like any of my stuff, well, I also got a Ko-Fi. That's ko-fi.com/ghostcandle, where you can find my commissions, a store full of emotes and other stuff, my one big art pack that I released a bit ago, which I'm also working on my next one, and it's getting there. Everything's sketched out and the first 10 spot illustrations are done, basically. So we're getting close to a new pack soon. But yes, I believe that's it, because I got nothing else going on as of yet. So, yay, excited to play.
You want to start the recap?
Sure.
Should be easy, short.
So, last time, we were still in Wythe. We were waking up in the bathhouse. And as everyone was waking up, Desis was in her bath, and she was experiencing a weird wind going on and her hair moving. It seemed to only really be affecting her. But while she was experiencing that, Jada and Eizen were starting to hear voices and whisperings, like people waking up in the distance, in which Hipley also tapped into that with Detect Thoughts, and he was starting to hear that too. And then as the voice started to get stronger, we started to realize that these were the voices of the souls that we were carrying in the staff in Hipley's library, all the souls that we had gathered from the Shadowfell. It seemed that they were just starting to wake up. Even Iona, who was being carried directly by Jada, was waking up and trying to ask what was going on, and they're all very frightened. So it was just a weird experience all around. We managed to calm them down with a good, firm Jada, telling them to quiet.
And that was after Hippie told them they were dead, which was maybe not like the best thing. You're waking up like,
it was a messy situation.
You guys are dead, by the way, all of you. Like, so yeah.
But we decided we'll try and get some last minute things done before we leave and teleport back to Tor Bay to continue our journey. Dwen and Desis were hanging out for a little bit before deciding to go see what the wind is all about, so we could figure that out. I
think Hipley and Eizen, we went to get some things as well.
Mm-hmm.
We took off, and then
Jada was in their room talking to souls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the funny thing with the souls, like they can't hear each other, so they had to tell them okay, one at a time and kind of go through it, which is pretty awesome. I still want Scott to RP all of them, like all 100 different personalities as they're coming to. But yeah, and so Eizen and Hippie went off to the store, and Eizen's like, "Oh yeah, I'm really cool with these people. Like, I'm really nice to all of them." And so then he goes in and proceeds to mess with with these people, like picking up all the items and stuff like that. Like, oh, this and yeah. So, but we get him getting the stuff that we need. We needed like a lot of like little spell component things. So we ended up getting all of it, then heading back.
And we went to the beach, we decided, because we crossed paths. So we all gathered back up in the beach, in which Eizen started to get the blue glow happening and a vision coming. So we all gathered up and went on this experience in which Desis went starry form without her meaning to, and it having crackling lightning and runes for the first time appearing on the blue orb, in which both Eizen and Hipley, with his Eyes of the Runekeeper, were able to interpret as a quarry. And just, it was runes used for temporal passing, as we found ourselves jettisoning across the oceans with a whirling water and serpent, and then we find ourselves in what we assume was a tower, possibly the Eye, which was confirmed later when we went into the depths, seeing materials that we also know are materials used to make soul tines, and then seeing bodies similar to Jada's, with dwarves working tirelessly away until the very figure we've been planning on taking down this whole time appears. And as Nyos kind of realizes there's something else in this space, my story form light bursts out and we get jettisoned back to the beach, which we decide maybe we gotta go.
And Nas is hideous. So the first time we actually saw him with them for the first time, man, yeah, you'd be evil too if you looked like that as well.
But Hipley did a sweet legend lore that gave us a lot of information on Ios. And Dwen recalled information for Eizen about Kalishtar and having their spiritual other in the dream realm. And
they ended up letting me know that they were there with me, because I wasn't sure if I could trust what was happening due to the fact that Nyos is tied to the dream world as well. So
as we continue to get our ducks in a very messy row, we went back to the bathhouse, said our goodbyes to Mama, and teleported.
Yep, you went through the portal, and that's where we broke. So you go through the portal, and a moment later, you reappear inside the crooked tower at the same place as the tower that you went through before.
Is Magnolia looking any? Oh,
it's still very weird in here. Everything feels just out of clear sight. There's a blur to everything, almost like a veil is dropped in front of you that is hazy to your sight and hearing.
Good.
Oh, I know where we are.
Oh, we're back.
I immediately take the slippers out of my bag and
They're not there.
Put them on the floor.
Oh, you go to prison. Magnolia sounds better. At least does Magnolia look like a little more inflated than how that we
Yeah, did she recover from the trauma?
Yeah.
How was she doing?
Oh, it's so nice here. And she starts hopping off into the darkness.
Okay, well,
Or
I don't
Bye,
understand
girl,
there.
cry.
So
Bye?
I'll see you in a while, probably. I want to go see who's here. Maybe some of my friends.
Right.
whoa.
Didn't we have like a lantern thing here? Did we take that? Did we only leave it?
There was a lantern in here that unfuzzed the space around you for
Okay.
10 feet.
I'll say I just left it on like a table.
Yeah,
'cause she
probably
brought
right
it
near
up.
the portal, since you used it right to the portal.
Yeah. So we'll go pick that up.
It's there.
Eizen, what are you looking for? What are you trying to dig out your bag, Eizen? Because you're trying to dig something else, right? You see.
Is
Eizen,
this,
what are you? Huh?
Who's there?
Sorry.
Hello? Book club?
These is. Are all of you there? Cerridwen,
Yes.
and
I am here.
then
And there's
figure.
another
Go on.
there's another thing too. There's a basilisk named Trouble, but he's really nice and friendly.
Yeah, he's
I
good.
assure you. I give Trouble stern talking.
Trying to.
He's Hippoley's companion.
And a figure walks into the, just into the edge of the portal area. Looks like they may be a dwarf at the moment. Pained. Was your visit to Wide successful?
Yes, very.
Yeah.
It's good to hear that. Good to hear that. I see that the little one went with you for a little while. I see.
Yeah.
I hope she wasn't. I hope they weren't too much of a burden.
No, they were
great.
delightful.
They were great.
Oh.
They were really awesome.
Brought her, got her little pot, put her in it. Right is right.
That is a treat for their kind. I hope that you find the hospitality you need. We're
Sorry, I seem to have the barks.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, like druids that get sick
Excuse me.
sometimes it's like
Teleportation seems to do that to me.
we are so near the next conjunction of the moons. The sisters are dancing so close together now. I feel it, and it seems like the city is feeling it too. There are, of course, the doomsayers that always say everything is bringing the end of the world, but there's
Yeah, the end is
also-
nigh. Yeah.
But there's also oddities that I've heard are happening.
Oh.
I can't get into the details. You'll see when you get out into the city again. I do have things I need to take care of, if you don't mind.
Wait,
Yes.
you
We have one question. I don't. Tiffany doesn't remember what we need to ask them. I was like,
we had a question? Oh gosh.
did we ask them something?
Probably.
mayhaps, but I have a question now because you mentioned sisters. Eizen just had a vision, which we managed to go along actually. Nios mentioned the sisters and that they're going to bring them souls. Do you have any idea what that could mean?
I don't know about the Keller stars visions or dreams or whatever they happen to be. Although honestly, a vision is really just a dream with context, I suppose.
I mean, the vision seemed like we were essentially there presently, that Nios was there and he was, or they were commanding these dwarves, and he mentioned needing these souls for.
True, blue dreams can present the present from the little I know about them, but perhaps your Kalishtar can shed more light on it. Maybe they can relive it. I mean, it is in your minds, right?
I mean, you mean I can tap into it again?
You could, if there are wizards that can allow you to collect your memories and present them again, of course.
Oh, I remember. We wanted to ask about the stuff that we initially looked at.
The items we found, the swords,
Like the sword or the dream catcher.
Okay. Are you skilled in identifying objects or know someone who is?
I am capable if you give me enough time to. I do it through a ritual, which is a little slower than.
I think we could spare the time.
That is if you have the time for us.
I have the time. But if we do it, quickly and get on it now, I have other things to prepare to defend the castle, not the castle, the tower. I don't know what this conjunction will mean, so I'm a little concerned.
Of course. Yes, here. Where would you like to work?
To be honest, I'd rather go down by the fire.
Okay.
And be warm. And they start heading down the stairs, and every now and then blipping forward 3 or 4 steps. And you go all the way down the stairs. Asmi is down there. Ah! You look like you have extra magic items on you. Perhaps a payment is due. Please.
No.
There's no payment due. Although I do appreciate the humor of your attempts.
I want to scare them with trouble. It's like a novel likes to be like, oh no, trouble! Wait, don't look. That's gonna try to scare them with trouble. So 2 could play that game.
What is the wizard's name again? A K? Starts with a K, right?
So, that was like a T or something. Hold on. Oh gosh.
Suisong?
Yes.
Yeah, see you, son.
Here's some.
Dang, we're both wrong.
Bring me the items. Let me see what you have there.
Sword, and Jada's wearing it. Hopefully that won't be a problem.
You said a dream catcher too, right?
Well, that's what we found
Wait.
here, but
Oh, that was her thing. That was their things, I think.
Please sit, Jada. Let me.
Oh, and those potions too, since they said we could take them.
Let me examine the armor you're wearing. Give me a moment. And he touches it, and he starts casting slowly, chanting and walking around, sort of dragging a circle with their staff along the floor. And candles appear in certain spots. I'm shedding some light on the item now that may give us some. So this is a fruity chain. It is quite potent.
Okay. We got it off a demon. Makes sense.
And after some time, they start going over all the different capabilities of it.
I'm going to copy this and for Jada later. All right.
Copy and just give them to.
I want to read it aloud.
Yes. So a fruity chain lets a character speak primordial. It lets a character walk on lava as if it were solid. Wow, ground. The floor is lava. Okay, and the character gets immunity to non-magical fire and heat effects and advantage against magical forms. Dang, what the heck?
Nice.
Actually, like, the floor is not lava for the person wearing this.
Yeah, floor.
They just win.
The lava's floor.
The lava's just floor. It's just ground. Dang, that's awesome though. Oh my gosh, what the heck?
feel with
Jada, can I have the armor? Just kidding.
Right?
might be useful with what we heard about the heated waters outside of the eye or at the base of the eye.
That would be nice.
Especially with that creature that I saw. It seemed to be able to breathe fire.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that creature too. So many lovely things there.
Mm-hmm.
But
And Eizen's scimitar or the scimitar.
Yeah. I mean, I'm carrying it, but I haven't cleaned it. So.
The scimitar, grab that. I gotta find that.
you think the Afridi is going to try to come back for the? Yeah. What if he does? We just banish him again.
Yeah, we keep sign them off. And I've always heard from my dad when he was around that hellish creatures have a bit of a hierarchy. So if you do bad, you get demoted. So
You would probably demote him to the lowest, you know.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
he
was a
didn't
bad
just like
thing.
get to show up. He kind of showed up and got banished twice by the same people in like 10 minutes.
And lost his armor at the same time, so he just like
Yeah, he
just lost
sent
everything,
back
just-
naked.
Yeah, not a good reflection on his part.
He's into
Actually,
what
I
you
don't-
call an adjunct professor, is what we like, call them in my working sphere. So thank you so much, Sagewynd. We do appreciate this. I mean, and the library is open to you whenever we have a safe chance to go back to help you with whatever we can as well. So ooh, that's good and bad. So the flames, sorry. So
Where's it at?
It's +1. It's in Discord. It is 1d6 additional
Oh.
flame damage, and on a roll of 20 plus, causes flammable objects to burst in a flame, which that can be risky depending on wherever we are, like a boat or just like but fun.
It can be fun in the right place.
Very good.
So
to know.
use it at the eye. That's it.
Pretty hot.
All right, good to know.
What else you had? The dream catcher, right?
Well, that was just their item here.
That's-
I don't know if they're
that's their
giving it
own
to
item.
us. It's just
That's
what
their
Deezus
own
found.
item. But we did the potions
Well,
they gave us.
The 4 potions they gave us 4. They allowed us to take 4 potions, but we actually didn't get it identified before we left.
Okay.
Like, oh, these are poison. I'm like, oh.
Wow.
They're not
Okay.
potions. They're actually like doses of that with the lotus.
This is pure. It's pure
Help with
lotus.
pain.
Uncut lotus. Yeah, just uncut lotus. It's like, yeah. You guys, I feel
Oh.
great.
This will heal you. I don't feel better, but I feel good.
We can give it to Nios. Take this, Nios.
Whoa, man.
Nice.
We're defeating
Oh.
the final boss by having him trip out.
Oh my god. I mean,
Whoa.
it's like, take that, Nios.
Just has an existential crisis and is like, I'm done. I don't want to.
I'm out of here. Like,
I'm
oh,
out.
we did it.
We brought peace to the land. Yeah.
The true hero is Lotus. Okay, drugs is it can save the day
Drugs.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just made me think. Like, what if we made something look like a potion? I pull it out and I'm like, if I drink this, I'll be able to destroy Nios with one blow. And then they take it from me. Oh
And drink it.
no!
Yes.
And then it's
No,
Lotus.
don't come
We
back.
need to do this.
Oh, darn.
we need to do this. Okay, I don't care if it doesn't work. We have to try.
The only way I could have defeated you.
It's with this magical potion, the greatest one ever. Oh my gosh, we're doing it. This is good. Oh. Ooh, we have a shrinking potion and a growth potion. Oh snap! And 2 healing potions.
Yeah. Is it just
Oh.
standard healing potions, Scott? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Oh, Dreamcatcher advantage against dream attack. Whoa. Whoa.
That would be useful.
Captures
For either
nightmares
you
till
or
late.
me, because you have nightmares and I deal with dreams all the time. So
Yeah.
But wait, okay, I don't. So it captures nightmares until a later date. So like we're just like, you know what? I want to have a bad dream tonight. Like, poof, like, or can you
I'll let it
use
hit
it?
me
Can you
another-
give them to somebody, or like is that what it refers?
It
Like you
can
can give
hold
someone a
one
nightmare?
It will prevent you from having a nightmare. It will capture it,
Oh,
but it can only hold one at a time. So you have to experience it to free it up.
Dang, it's
Interesting.
So
it's
you can like postpone the
he's
experience
yeah, like I don't want
to
to
a
be
more
scared.
convenient time.
Yeah.
listen, it's not a good idea for me to have a nightmare tonight. So push that back a week. That's interesting.
That would be good for you, Eizen. I mean, especially with the against in case he tries to attack.
And my dreams aren't so much nightmares as they are visions that Craig was trying to tell me something.
Yeah,
Oh.
from what you've told me, you almost drowned in one of your.
That's what
vision.
gods do to make sure you remember them.
Yeah,
God's
but
work in
very
mysterious
lovely.
ways and dangerous, mysterious ways.
And Desus, your hair starts blowing. There's a wind rolling through here. Only your hair, weirdly.
Trying to
Darn
like
it.
get the wind, like look at my finger. What the
Yeah,
heck?
no wind in here at all.
So, Song, have you heard of any stories of just people with blowing, billowing hair and non-existent wind? I'm getting freaked out.
Happening wherever she goes.
I have not. That is interesting. Has it harmed you?
No,
Not
it
yet.
just feels like wind. I don't know if it might be Luluin trying to tell me something, because Craigweird doesn't deal with wind, or if it's something else, like being a half Nereid in the moons. I don't know.
I'm not familiar with this effect.
Okay.
All right.
You know, I can always ask, Sphinx if they might know anything about it. I mean, later on, I mean,
I was rolling my shoulder. That's what I was doing. That's why. People were wondering.
Sorry, Chad. I asked in our private chat, like, were you waving at somebody? Because I just see this.
No, I'm just rolling my shoulder.
No, Dwayne's got to stretch it out. That
I was gonna say,
teleportation's
I was
really
gonna
hard
say,
on
yes.
her.
Shoulders and just gotta roll it out.
Didn't get enough bath time. They got interrupted by our shenanigans.
I didn't even get any. So
Well,
you
see, there you
couldn't-
go.
Can I get perception checks from everyone?
Oh gosh, why?
Just a check. It's not it's nothing.
You hear your voice change right there. It's just a check. It's
Oh, that
fine.
rolled up.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, that's low.
Oh.
13 for
I
me.
need the math.
23.
What is it?
23.
What'd you get, Eizen?
23 as well. Same as Tiff.
Hipley?
Oh, ugh, 14.
Eizen and Cerridwen, you feel there's like a humidity in the air all of a sudden, and you feel a little motion to it. It's like a cloud blows past you or something. Like there's just a bit of wetness in the air. Jesus, you smell a little ozone again.
Thesis,
Okay.
I felt like a little bit of a wind or something as well a moment ago.
My
I don't know if
God,
anybody-
Well, I smell ozone right now. That kind of smell that you get before lightning strikes.
Just
Wasn't
feel
me.
more humid.
Did
Not that kind.
did you
What was that, Dwayne?
feel that there was something that was
Feel
like
more humid, like warm,
Yeah.
wet air.
and her
Yeah.
form changes again, and she suddenly is a Firbolg.
Then there were two.
Goes from dwarf to Firbolg almost immediately. Oh, and there's pain involved in the stretching.
Oh, that's
gosh.
a really big stretch too.
I was gonna say, yeah. Ooh.
So sorry.
Anything we
Wish
can
we
do?
I have no idea why we would feel warm, wet hair.
Well, it seems like ocean stuff, right?
Right.
Humid, wet, ozone.
We are near the ocean.
Well,
All right.
Could a storm be coming too, or no?
They go over to the door and open it and bend down to kind of look out.
Well-
Skies are clear out there. This makes
you
that's odd.
you said it might be Luluin. Well, I don't know much about your god. Could you?
Well, Luluin is Fey realm related. They enjoy sort of more, like jovial tricks and stuff. She was always a companion of mine, more of a friend than a god to me. But she taught me my druidry. She taught me all about flowers and their languages and how to play with the animals. But I don't
Anything
know.
with weather. Weather. or
Well,
wind?
I mean, as a druid, my magic tends to be a little more elemental. Because Craigweir only gets me my, like, blast frost and
Could
tendrils from the depths.
could maybe be a. Go ahead. Sorry.
What didn't you like one time use Druidcraft to protect the weather? That one time.
Oh, yeah, I can use Druidcraft to make a little, like, orb that tells me what the next 24 hours of the region can be like.
Why don't you do that now?
Yeah, sure. And I will throw my hands around, create a little orby orb.
Suddenly, hurricane.
Oh. And yeah, it says you create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that predicts the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours. It can manifest as a golden orb for clear skies, a cloud for rain, etc.
Well, if you ever
Make me
stop,
a wisdom save, please.
if you ever stop being a druid, you can always become a weather woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or both. You don't have to stop. I think it'd be both. That'd be perfect.
It could be both. It could be both. Yeah.
Said wisdom save?
Yes.
15.
And Desus is staring at the orb longer than you would think that they would.
Thesis? Is everything Thesis? Hello?
Put my hand gently on her shoulder to kind of try to see if I can snap her back.
Desus, you suddenly feel something on your shoulder. And you come out and you are confused by the weather. It's like you saw simultaneously storms, calm weather, thunder, whirlwinds, rain, sun, like almost like an amalgamation of weather, some of which did not look natural.
I saw a lot of things. It was beyond what I'm used to ever seeing out of it. I've never seen it. It's like all the phases of weather could happening at once. Good and bad and almost otherworldly.
Do you think
Like
it's tied?
like a dream?
I don't know about a dream. Almost like there's just layers of it happening
It
all at
felt
once.
real. It looked real to your mind, but it just looked, it was overwhelming.
I'm not an expert, but we know that the moons cause all kinds of weather issues. Could this be tied to the fact that the moons or the sisters are so close?
I would think so.
Moods do control the ebb and tide, but
Perhaps.
do note that Druidcraft to interpret the weather is in the next 24-hour period.
Yeah.
So I saw all that happening in the next 24 hours. Here.
And it's in the area. Okay, yeah, because the area you're doing it in, right? So it means like here. Oh.
Okay,
Perhaps.
It may not be
Sorry.
safe here then.
As I say, perhaps your gods are trying to tell us to leave, get out of here.
But what about the people? Well, that's fine and dandy. What about the people that can't just get up and leave like we can?
But maybe it's telling us to leave so we don't bring whatever is coming. Or maybe we can stop it if we get to where we need to go.
I mean, maybe in the next 20. But that's.
Because the
I've read
threads
more
we're missing
assurances.
is we're close to our next crossover. For all we know, what is about to happen could be because of what Nios is about to do.
I mean, here's what we could do. If you're afraid about leaving the people here unprepared, we could warn the people that we've made friends with. The guild that I used to be a part of, the merchant that helped us, so that they can get word around to the city. I mean, I don't think we can really stop weather.
I know, but
that powerful.
yeah, no, but like you're saying, if we can do that though, at least give people a chance to do something though. Just
Give
put the
them,
bunker down or
like
something.
an evacuation or some.
Yeah.
Either get them out of the city, or if the clerics did clear out the zombies, that might be the safest place. Kind of a shelter underground.
Oh, the till.
Yeah.
Son, do you know if they've cleared out the till?
It's
been like a day,
I
right?
haven't been out to check. Asmi, have you
I
heard
think it's been like
anything?
2 or 3 days.
They're presently in Asmi says they're presently in the act of the clerics are working together.
Imagine it looks so nice now, like grass now, no more skeletons. It's like really peaceful. People having picnics. But boom.
We could go quickly warn everybody and then get to our ship and head out.
I would like to, just because I would hate to, especially knowing that some craziness is about to come,
Yeah, we'll just tell the people we know.
and let them spread the news. That's
Yeah,
a
we
great
should.
idea.
Yeah, because if we just go out trying to talk to everyone,
Yeah.
half of them will be like, "Oh yeah, Doomsday, let's go." Other half will be like, "No, you're
stranger.
weird. What the hell?"
Well, they might believe us because of that. Maybe we have brought some weird things, weird occurrences. Oh,
And they'll probably
no.
tell us to get out of
We also-
town.
Yeah, but we also the ones who dealt with what was it called, that thing?
Ethical.
Yeah, Nethagul. I mean, they have no reason not to trust us.
And
Our
while you're
back
sitting
side is
there, Hipley looks like there's a ghostly form of Hipley slightly off in position from Hipley.
I'm dying. Yes, I'm old. I told you this is going to happen, y'all.
And you
Old
can barely
age.
see it in the light with the little bit of light in here. And when he moves, it moves with him, but slightly behind in time almost. Like it's just not quite keeping up.
What are you guys looking at?
Got
What?
like a weird mirror
face?
image. Go no.
Oh, you having an out of body experience right now, Hipley?
I don't.
Got like a ghost of yourself,
You
sort
look
of
like
in
this,
step.
And I make like a little minor illusion of him.
Um.
Do you not see
Yeah.
it when like you put your hand out?
Does it move on its own, or does it seem to be?
It seems to be moving with you, Hipley. You can see it when you move your arm, or like your arm and stuff, and it's just like it's you, barely visible and slightly behind in your movement. And if you move really fast, you see a little bit more of it.
You son, what's the tower doing to Hipley?
And Eizen starts to have the same kind of a thing happening.
Oh, good.
I don't think it's the tower.
That makes me feel relieved. It's like, okay, well.
And from outside, you hear people screaming and yelling,
Oh no.
and you hear the sound of running.
Should get outside.
Oh gosh.
Rude.
Maybe it might be the sisters. Oh no.
Let's go.
It doesn't feel anything right though, so we don't feel weird. We see it, but we don't feel anything. Okay. Yeah.
And then as you are getting up, you see the same thing happening with Cerridwen and Desis. And Asmi and Siusan.
Is Trouble doing it too?
Yes.
Aw. Okay, buddy, it's okay. Okay, so yeah, let's.
I must get up to the top of the tower. I don't know what's happening here, but it doesn't seem
Well,
safe for myself and Asmi.
that's fine. We'll see what we can do on the city.
Asmi, lock up after they leave. I'm afraid this may be our parting ways until you return. I really hope we get to see each other again in the near future.
Thank you for everything, Susan.
And they blip a little bit towards the stairs and start walking up and blip a little more, and you can see there's a pained expression on their face every few feet till we meet again, and then changes into an elf. And there's pain when that happens.
Aye. Thank you. We'll get out of your way.
Asmi weirdly waits for you and is like kind of looking at her hands, and this is kind of freaking me out. Let's go on. I want to get up in the safety of the tower. Please.
All right.
Let's
Go
go.
outside. At least I do.
Yeah.
And there's crowds running, just almost like they're running like a herd of scared animals, and there are ghostly forms seemingly attached to everyone, but as they run they seem a little less attached. They are a little further behind them. Can I get a perception check from everybody?
Man, why can't I
Let me
get
know
a
if
good
anybody
check?
rolls a 23 or higher.
Come on.
Ooh, okay.
Why can't I ever do something I can be good at rolling? Shoot, no. It's a 5. I'm not looking at nothing.
I rolled a natural 17 plus my 11.
Jeez.
So that's
Plus
20.
I got is a 19.
Yeah, I got 17. I rolled low. Like 6.
Okay. Eisen,
You're up there with
notice,
me.
you're the only one that notices that on a few of them, this spirity form pulls back a little further when they're running, and you can see there's like a spirity like cord attached from the spirit form and the physical form, and it kind of curls and stays stuck. It like never disconnects.
Guys, I think
So hard wind blows past you, and your hair like goes sideways
those
for
are
a
our
minute,
spirits.
and then it just drops down.
What if Nios is trying to get spirits now?
What do you mean?
Can I point it out to them? If I point out to them, will they see the cord like what I'm seeing?
When you point
With
it
me
out,
pointing,
yes,
yeah. Look,
Oh.
you see how it's connected?
and the spirits are slowly getting further from their physical bodies, but
we need to get them to stop. If
Stop
they don't
moving?
stop, what if it pulls away from them? If they keep running,
It might break their spirit.
And do we know about the thread? Have we read about that at all in the library? I feel like, or no?
I feel like you guys have read about that.
Yeah, this sounds like
you probably have read that your astral form matches your physical form, but it can be separated.
in its death, right? What I would have read, like if you like this like separation like
cut-
happens, like
If it's cut, it's death.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe this is important. Okay, so if these get cut at all, if now this is something that they cut them, like they're dead. And
You
so
need
it's
to.
okay.
What if enough running from panic can sever it as well?
I don't think.
Pulling further and further away from them as they're running.
I don't know if that will do it. All I read about is like being cut and never heard from like length, but that's definitely a possibility. I don't want to test it though, so you're right. We shouldn't. This isn't a time to like. Well, let's see how far they can go.
And
So it's a
you
good
all
point.
Feel moisture in the air, and Desus, you feel like water just poured past you, but there's no water here.
I'm gonna try something.
And while you're trying that, Dwayne, can you do True Sight to see if you see anything extra too? I know you can do that.
Oh yeah, we'll try that.
I am going to pop my starry form, but this time, which will be my first time taking it, is the dragon. And at my
Ooh.
current training, I can actually hover with it. So I burst into that form. Those crackling, sparkling starlights flipping in and out as the stars shift into the dragon constellation. And I just hover a little bit off the ground. Is it good?
Lightning starts rolling across you as you enter starry form, almost immediately. Let me look at your character sheet real quick.
I'm gonna try to tell people to calm down, to stop running.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be like, everybody.
People are totally ignoring everything you're saying or doing.
I'm using my big teacher voice though. Dang it.
What if I lift off the ground with my telekinetic like movement where I can fly for a turn and like try to like kind of like I don't know, almost get them to like pay attention to us.
Oh, there.
Look at Eizen. Like I guess I can use just trouble to trouble can really stop all of them. I mean, you know, for
You could have your pet basilisk like literally mass stare. A mass stare at the whole group.
Everyone look over here.
You're like holding him. Look, he's so cute.
I didn't hear you. What were you doing with?
Oh, nothing.
We're making a joke about you
petrifying people.
Yeah. But I was saying,
stay still.
I think Eisen would try to like get in front of like at least enough of the crowd and like kind of like lift up with my power to make them look at us, and then try to yell out, You need to calm down.
You know, I'll add help to that too if I can.
I'm gonna cast plant growth, just so we can actually make him slow down.
Genius.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
And I'll help you.
Okay.
One of my greatest skills.
One of mine.
No, well, yeah, mine's not. Okay, you're helping, so
Yeah.
I'll take the first one, which is a 15 plus 1, so 16.
Okay. People are going around you when you like try and engage them with your presence. It does not slow them or stop them, and they just keep moving, and they're just giving you wider berth where they can. It looks like it's getting less populated in this part of the town, which, you know, is the Bourse, which is very near the marketplace. But they seem to be fleeing. Some head into the desert, some head towards the port, which means through the city and towards the port. Many seem to be heading home and going indoors. And your spirit forms seem to be slightly further away from you than they were before also. Just a little bit, maybe a centimeter more.
Do I see anything more with True Sight?
Yes, you see a hold on, I got to see what you would say.
Oh gosh.
Damn, True Sight.
True Sight rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Truly.
I just want to
True
know
Sight
if
rocks.
you would see this.
I imagine like Dwayne just wearing shades when they're doing True Sight for whatever reason, just like get my True Sight.
I feel like generally True Sight sees everything, so I feel like generally. Is there anything that it doesn't pick up?
It sees
White kids like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay, so
Okay.
you see a kind of a raging storm that you feel is not in the material plane. And suddenly a wind rolls past that you can see blowing things in the wind, dust and stuff. And Deese's hair blows with it.
There's like a big storm thing on
The ethereal.
the ethereal plane.
We're gonna.
And
Oh no.
this wind that is messing with Theseus's hair, I think, is also coming from that. So I think Nios is using the ethereal plane, maybe, or somehow making all this happen. Should make sense because then he's reaching to our astral forms and trying to pull him in.
Isn't that what the ship we're using to get over there? Isn't that what they, if
That's
I remember
the
correctly, or is it
Astral.
Astral? Okay, good. Whew, never mind. But they,
But that ship does have protection against magic. If we can get to that ship, we might be able
Oh.
to prevent our spirits from being pulled further from us.
Yeah, let's go. We can't do anything for the people here. Except
Until
for
we do
kill
our
Nios,
lives.
until we take care of him.
did you want to talk to your friends first, really quickly? Still, just to tell them at least, or no? You don't. I mean,
I don't
I
think I
don't
have
think-
I
time.
think they know.
gotcha. I get you. No worries. Just want to do whatever we can. I get
Perhaps if anybody has a way to message them, we can send them a message from the ship.
you. On a different character, I do.
I can use. I can use the orb. What do you want me to tell them?
Just say, get the word around to keep everybody indoors until the moon's reset.
Okay.
That things are about to get really bad.
Who should I send it to?
Who was I talking to on that council? Like of the guild, the one at the end there was. I think it was. I can't remember who it was, which one it was, but they seemed like to be the most intelligent and like the one that was kind of like leading the group.
It
Wasn't the big muscle guy.
or something?
Might have been.
Yeah.
The cool gnome lady or something.
Yeah,
Like that.
she was tight.
Let's see here.
And-
NPC.
Okay.
And is the same thing happening to Jada as well? Like we're still seeing the flicker too, or is it like different all for them, or no?
Is Jada able to see?
Or are we
Violet's
seeing?
sight?
No. Are we? I mean, are we seeing like the same as having to Jada with like like the delay? Like, is it similar? I
Yes.
mean, okay.
Yeah.
And,
Jada has an
and
astral form.
I was gonna say my astral form is my body, not my quarry body or my dream, whatever you want to call it.
Your astral form is your form.
Okay, I wasn't
It's
sure if it
not
was like
separate.
my. Gotcha.
Your quarry is not exactly the same as that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was like showing through or not. I want to see what it looks like.
Yes,
Was
we're
it
talking
Nappine?
in.
Was it Nappine? Nappine? I don't know.
Well, the gnome was Minerva.
Minerva or Shiv.
Um,
We could send it to Shiv. Shiv has
Shiv
got
was
enough
not high
cred.
level.
But she's got enough cred to where she can deliver the message.
Yeah, that's true. Good.
But if we could get it to the other person, that would probably be better.
Minerva.
Yeah, Minerva.
I mean,
would
we all
be
met them.
better.
You all met them, so you would know. which
Minerva wasn't Minerva not in the guild?
she was the one that brought us at least to the Tri Council or whatever
Well,
they were called.
Well, we can say at least we know for sure. We can just say like for now, like we know we're gonna send
Yeah.
it to like the person we
One of
talked to,
them.
who is
Yeah.
one of them,
Yeah.
and so they'll get them.
and just tell them, spread the word, stay indoors until this is over.
Okay, I'll just send it to Minerva.
Yeah, the council was Kessex. That was the brute, Velt,
Yeah.
and Corman. And Minerva was there also. Was a
All right, sweet.
Hello, Minerva. This is Cerridwen. I'm Eizen's friend. The storm's current. I'm using way too many words. Sorry. She's so wordy.
The storm's end. Maybe you can say like just stay indoors or something really
Stay
brief,
indoors. It's an ethereal storm.
Spread the word.
Spread the word.
That's a good. That'd be a good album name too, like Ethereal Storm coming. But after all this is said and done, I'm just like noting it down, like
that doesn't
Ethereal
sound bad
Storm.
name.
Like,
I would go with that. Yeah. Just write it down.
You gonna start a band after this, Twin?
Yeah.
Okay.
traveling. Oh my gosh.
Dwayne, can you make me a perception check,
Ethereal
please?
Storm. I like that.
I assume we're all running. I mean, should we be, if you guys need to fly, I can
So
definitely
you're
do fly to
moving
get there.
quickly to the ship.
Yeah. Do you guys want to fly there or no? As we're running, because we can do it if we need to get there faster.
Yeah, I don't think it matters if we're running.
I
I
got
think
a
it's just the longer
13.
we're in it.
Roll 2.
Ah, okay. Yeah. No, you don't notice it.
So I
What was
would.
the thing?
So do you guys want to just fly there quickly? I'll cast it if we need to.
Yeah.
Okay, so I cast fly on Eizen. I can do 3 people. Eizen, Jada, Jesus, are you okay to fly? Or no?
I'll have to switch to my animal wild shape. I can only fly like very shortly in this one.
Okay.
I can
Can always
use the
carry
slot.
you.
Alright, so yep, so I can cast it on 3 people. Okay. And so if these okay, then yep, so I'll cast it on Dwen, Jada, and Eizen.
Okay.
Now we'll drop the starry form and switch it for a giant swan.
Okay.
Can me and
romantic.
Trouble tag along? Thesis? Awesome. So come on, Trouble, we gotta get to a boat. I don't know if you've been on a boat yet, but we'll see.
Your ghostly form still looks like you, not like your swan.
Oh.
And when you all fly, and you can see people are emptying from the streets. A lot are heading to temples, just out of panic and fear. A lot are heading indoors. Very few are doing nothing, but you do see that there are a few that are just meandering and like not doing anything, and they seem to be being affected the same as everyone else.
These will definitely hear me as like people run into temples like this is their fault. So
I mean, we did try to warn them a few days ago with the big pillar up out of the ground and the crow talking.
There are
we did
some
tell
Well, oh, no,
around
no.
the pillar, by the way. There's a crowd around the pillar.
Please forgive us, pillar.
To make that dude some
Through the
money.
pillar.
But no, Hipley thinking it's not common and like blaming like the gods, like there's people running to him was like this is their fault. And so Deets might just hear me just say that's Niley like under my breath, like towards as we're flying.
All right. Uh-oh.
Sorry. I had to ask my wife to feed the cat because it keeps running under me. Like, feed me.
That's a cat.
That is the cat. And you land on the docks by the ship. All of you.
Yeah.
Run into the ship. Come on, Trouble. You've been on one
And the
before.
ship,
It's
you
fine.
can see all kinds of activity on the ship.
Are they affected though, since they have that?
Yeah, do we see anything
Yeah.
weird?
Going on there?
You see them you don't see their spirit forms, but you see some of them looking out, and all of them are getting the ship ready to go
Okay,
at
let's
a
go.
furious pace.
Yep.
We're climbing on.
Oh, excellent! You've made it back. The captain wishes you to take on some of the sails if you don't mind. I'm going to have to teach you how to work them. We're short several crewmen
No worries.
because
No
of
problem.
we have to leave now. This is not
I'm-
right. Whatever is going on here.
Ethereal storm.
Oh, good. We travel through the astral sea. That should be better.
Should I wouldn't? Well, okay. So we can hope.
I mean-
I hope it'll be better.
I mean, the trip here was splendid.
The
Come
road-
Well,
Yeah.
let's get to those sails.
Yeah.
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 And who's going to teach you? I would say that you are taught by.
Does Desus need a lot of training?
I think I've
As
done
of-
it, and I've done it before
Thesis
too. I
knows how to work
remember.
a sail.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I
and
learned
Eizen-
before too.
Yeah, and Hipley and I know Eizen
Well-
was forced to work on a couple ships.
Actually, what you find though is that they're asking you to man the side sails, which are not the ones you normally would man on the top. These are a little trickier. They're not as big, but they require you to basically dangle off the side of the ship and control its positioning. Make sure it's furled and operating right, and moving it with the wind if necessary to make quick adjustments. So the one that is going to show you this is Malona of the Red Sea Islands of Mirador.
Oh, yeah, we love that. We love Millennia. The longest title ever.
Come, we'll get you trained up very quickly. I know a couple of you have sailed with us before, and Desus, you've sailed in the past many times, correctly? You're a person of the sea.
That's my lifetime.
Excellent. I'm going to give you the 4.
Okay.
Cerridwen, if you don't mind, the aft takes a little bit more
Sure.
strength.
I got it.
Eizen, Hipley, each of you take one of the other corners. There are 4 of them. Jada, the captain, needs some assistance with something inside the ship, if you don't mind. And he goes over all of the intricacies of these sails. You have a latch connected to your belt. You remember those from before when you traveled and they kept you from just falling off. There's definitely something odd going on. The sisters are coming together, so who knows how long they'll be fighting. And you can see that there is actually a lunar eclipse in process. Very slightly touching.
Oh man, lunar eclipse. Interesting.
I'm gonna run and bring Trouble downstairs really quickly, and gonna quickly cast create food and water for him. Standing here, buddy. It's gonna get rough, and so make sure he has food and everything else. He's not gonna bother anyone else. Just make sure that he's okay, and then run back up. Maybe
Did you
say,
check
give
on
him.
tag?
Yeah, I was going to as well. I know that's exactly. I was gonna just quickly peek on tag, see if tag's down there. I was gonna really quickly do it.
Tag's
Do I
there.
see tag down there? Okay, I could just look. He's like a spy. But I'm just gonna say like, hey, tag, I guess, and just
Work.
I didn't say. I didn't say. Okay, I didn't say. I didn't say. It just says work. Okay. I'm like, oh. Hey, tag. Just keep up the good work. And
And Tag puts a beam on Treble.
if you put tag, I'm gonna hit him. Okay,
Treble's
that's fine.
eyes glow at it, and Tag goes, Basilisk, very rare, dangerous to fleshy objects.
I was
But
gonna
is unaffected by the glow of its eyes, and Treble doesn't seem happy about that.
Ooh, buddy, it's so here. Move some food. Like I did food and water. It's like, you know what? It's okay. Some things you can't. It's already kind of stone,
no.
so it's fine.
Is one of your pets jealous of the of your new planet?
Oh,
Whoa. Did your spell go off okay on the magic ship that makes spells?
Oh my god, I did it. So I don't know. I did it. So to roll, I did it. Doesn't.
What did you ask? I didn't hear you.
I did a spell to create food and water. Yep, I did it. Do you have to roll something right?
Yes, you do.
Wild magic ship.
I definitely did. Oh man. That's a nat 20. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. That was a nat 20.
It goes off normally. That was unusual.
You're getting that food, bro. Yes. So I do that, and I tell Tag it's good to see you. If you call Trouble useless, I was gonna kick you off the ship, but you're good.
Her light just went out, so.
Oh. All right, so then I run back up to the.
Everything good down there?
Yes. Got my. Think. Whatever. I mean,
Strapped in.
I actually got a spell to work. Surprisingly, I forgot about the whole ship thing, but
Mm.
yeah,
As
Trouble's
possible.
Tag is good. He said that Trouble's rare because I guess Basilisk rare, so it's not useless. Which I was gonna be pretty upset if I heard the other, but yeah.
Not useless. Basilisks are not useless. That's for sure.
Ripley, your harness.
I know.
Put it on.
Thank you.
You harness up, and the ship almost immediately, the sails catch wind and start moving out. You see Captain Hendrick is up on the deck guiding everybody. We're going to go as fast as we can. We're going to cross as quickly as possible. So it's hopefully when we get to the astral, things will be okay. It seems pretty calm here, so perhaps we're in for good weather there too. And Desus, your hair is blowing in crazy ways every now and then. Okay, here we go. And you feel the ship lurch forward, catching wind. Not a strong wind. About half an hour later, you're getting the lay of the land around the sails, the side sails, which they're not big, but they seem to hold a balance to the ship. And then suddenly you feel this transition, and the world is no longer the same colors and forms. And there is immediately, Desus, you feel this strong ozone, and lightning tears across the bow of the ship. Oh, we're in a storm here too. Well, we gotta move. We gotta move quickly.
He just looks at Ice and like, yeah. I mean, I figured.
I think we both say that.
Yeah.
Both like this.
Yeah.
Hair is just
Just like-
blowing
like-
everywhere. Everybody's hair is blowing everywhere. There's like a rich smell of lightning in the air, and there's across the sky, which you're in. Lightning rolls across. Cerridwen, can you make me a perception check? How long does your true sight last?
Like an hour. It usually is up for an hour.
Okay. We're only half an hour out.
I tell Ice and like, hey, if this is it, like, it's been a pleasure working with you.
Rolled another 2. That's
Okay.
a 13.
Does anyone have?
Can I give her my inspiration?
Sure.
I feel like this is important.
Of course.
Yeah, you can have my inspiration. I haven't used it,
All right.
so go ahead.
Perception. That's better. That's a 22.
Okay. You see, every time there's a lightning flash, you see rocks floating in the sea. Almost like if you were in water, you would see, say, icebergs, but these are rocks. And they flash suddenly and they're gone. And the ship doesn't seem to make any adjustments. Like, they don't know.
I'm at the
The back.
I'm at the back. Who is nearby?
Aft.
The aft.
Who's what?
Is anyone nearby? Is Malona nearby?
Yeah, you're at the back, and Eizen are at the back on both sides. At the front are Hipley and Desis.
I was like, all right, I'll just shout. There's rocks out there. We're gonna run into them.
And when you say it, you feel something hit the ship,
I was gonna say.
and it makes the ship slide sideways in this astral sea. And the whole ship lurches in 3D space. It sort of falls away to one side. Can I get deck saves from everybody?
I mean, are we?
Is that the rock you're talking about?
Are we strapped? Are we strapped though?
Yeah,
Are we
you
strapped down?
advantage because I noticed it.
Oh gosh. Well.
Okay.
Oh well.
Strength?
Okay, I'm
Or no, dex?
Dex.
Hex.
21.
21.
23.
Oh, okay. 20 is 14.
So Hipley, you are thrown a little bit off the side of the deck. It's almost like you feel gravity shift under you, and you come off the ship and then are pulled back, but you've moved from your position and are now on the top of the ship rather than on the side. You
Too
have to
old for
climb
this.
back down.
I am too old for this.
You do see, though, a huge
weapon.
gash in the front of the ship and there's
Whoa.
nothing there, just a big giant hole.
I mean, it's just a big giant hole. It's fine. I'm like, we do have an issue. I'll telepathically tell what leader, captain, like, hey, there's a big giant hole where we hit a rock at the front of the ship. So I'll telepathically to whoever I can see, like, at the front of the ship. I don't think that's a spell, so I don't know if I have to roll for it. It's just like in it.
All right.
Awaken Mind is not a spell. No, it's
Okay,
a,
woof.
Innate ability.
A rolling nothing. Yes.
It's a wizard thing.
And people start running up
I'm a warlock thing.
immediately to the front of the ship. You can see the ship is actually trying to heal. It tries to kind of close it, but it's very slow compared to, other means. Cerridwen, can you make
Dang.
another perception check, please?
Do I see the damaged part of the ship?
You're on the opposite side of it.
Okay, I don't know about it. All right, cool.
No, Hipley was on that side.
Okay.
If we had a diamond, I can do it on the ship. I could do greater restoration on the ship.
Perception.
But possibly you could, because you could
Yeah.
also have a misfire.
Can
26.
all of you make me a perception check?
Okay.
Can I do an investigation check? Can I keep my
Sure, make
keep
an
my odds?
investigation check.
That would be a 15 this time. Rolled low.
19 for Desis.
Okay.
14. I mean, still garbage, but better. 14 investigation.
While you're
26.
on the sides, anyone who rolled a 15 or higher, you see that some of the woody-like material opens up, and there are now small holes, and some kind of piece of wood kind of slides out slightly. You can see almost like an additional maybe it's something to catch the astral sea and give it some more balance. You're not really sure. It only sticks out maybe a foot, or half a meter. But enough, and they're about 6, 7, 8 feet long. So I don't know. I think that would be, what is that in meters? Damn it.
Oh gosh,
I
let's
hate
not
it
do
when
these
it's-
It's over
conversions.
2 meters. I can tell you that much.
What?
It's over 2 meters.
Yeah, a little over 2 meters probably.
And
I want our Canadian friend to know this. These things.
Hey, we do feet for height, so it's fine.
Oh, you do?
We understand. Yeah.
Why? It's so much better to not do it. Imperial is stupid.
We do a mix of both in Canada.
Oh, like England. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
they have
do.
to deal with Americans, so it makes sense. They have to deal
When
with
it comes to measuring human height, we use feet and inches.
Wow.
Distance, it's the other.
Yeah, it's like what. Yeah, I have another Canadian friend.
It's so weird.
And they do the same thing. It's just like they just use.
Sorry, we
Your
infected
fault.
you with
They
that.
use it for different things.
That's
Yeah.
it. It's Americans' fault. It's because you guys are right next to us. You got to deal with us.
Yeah, you had to
Picked up our bad
be
habits.
different.
Sorry, we
Same with
infected you
cutting
with
out the
that.
U's. Anyway,
I think that was because of printing.
it was.
And as you're sailing, you can feel the ship is really kind of being tossed and turned in the astral sea, which you're not even sure what the astral sea is. Like you're more like it's more like you're flying than on a sea. You're just flying steadily on something. And the ship is trying to heal itself. The ship rights itself after a little while. You feel it right, and then but the flashes of lightning don't stop. And there is a sudden strike of lightning against the ship, and there's a blackened area where it hits. It's wood, like, so it doesn't. It's not as bad as it could be if there were other things for you, but it does hit the wood, blacken some,
Well-
and there's like a crack.
since I've seen them, can I go down there and just start shooting off? I mean, if I'm off the ship, kind of, then I just like start throwing like Eldritch Blast, like these like things, like try to like break them, like astros where they hit the ship. Since I've seen where it happens, can I hang off and just like chuck Eldritch Blast at them?
You'd have to see them.
Can I, if I hang out the ship, so are they invisible to? Oh, so only to see us with true sight then, right? So none of us can
Cerridwen
see them?
singing with true
Oh.
sight.
Oh, shoot, there's no way we can even avoid them. Dang,
You
never
can't,
mind.
you can't Armageddon them, all right? You can't climb on
And
them,
you
drill
hear
them, and make
the
them blow
captain
up.
say, you hear the captain yell out, "We've entered wild space. We need to move quicker."
What is that? Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Make me a. You might know based on a history, so I'll
Oh,
give you a history check.
okay.
It's a
Hit
hard
one.
one, but maybe.
Oh. What is
Come on,
my
Hipley,
history?
you got this.
I mean,
I believe in you,
I
Hipley.
don't. It's only a 15. Hmm.
Yeah, you don't know.
Darn.
And
Damn.
Desus, you are feeling weather almost like you're feeling the warmth of the sun at the same time as the cold rage of the storm, at the same time as you're feeling lightning rolling through space around you. And it is very disorienting.
I'm gonna be sick. Oh, maybe I am sick. I'm feeling things. It's weird. Which no one can hear me. I guess.
It is hard to hear. There's a lot of, particularly for you, there's a lot of sound all around you in all of these different weather ways.
Yeah.
Wind, the sound of roaring wind, waves crashing against the ship and rolling over.
We should have connected with each other.
I do want to try something, and it's gonna be possibly a long shot, as this isn't natural weather. But with the lightning and fighting against the ship, I'm gonna try and do call lightning so I can at least control that aspect. If this works.
Roll me a d20.
Which one? Oh god, which one?
The good one.
But you probably have inspiration you haven't used. I'm just saying. I don't know if you ever if you use any at all. Because like we never use them.
My box is
all the time.
blank, but
Horrible rolls.
18.
Okay.
Ugh.
You get
That's
the
my-
spell off.
Bard die from my other character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I see everybody from our group? I know I can't necessarily yell to everybody.
No,
from
you
where I
can
am,
see
but
ahead of you, Hipley at the front of the ship. You're at the back. and you can see some people on the top deck, and there are 1 or 2 people on the bottom of the ship working another set of sails under there.
So I can't see Desus?
No, she's on the opposite corner of the ship on the front. She's
Gotcha.
she's starboard 4, and you are port aft.
But I can see Dwin though, right? Dwin and or
You can't. I'm sorry, Desus is also aft, but she's at the back, so she's, she's on the starboard side. You're on the port side. Desus or Cerridwen is on the starboard side 4, and Hipley is port side 4.
I think you can only see me. Darn it.
I didn't know if I could see like across this way and then that way kind of thing. Wheel. I can talk to you, Hipley. I can't talk to anybody
I
else.
know we can talk to each other because so we're just like, well,
Actually, yeah. You know what? I would sit there and say to you when all that stuff happened, what just happened? What's going on up there?
oh, there's a big hole in a ship. I don't know what's hitting the ship, but like something like we're ship's running into something.
It
Almost
sounded
fell
like,
over.
it sounded like Dwin yelled something, but it was hard to hear over the weather.
Yeah, I think, well, from what I've seen, probably, I think it was something to do with things hitting the ship. Because when I fell over there, I saw something hit the ship. There's like a giant hole, but it's kind of like healing itself. Weird. I don't know. It's like, it's fixing itself, I guess, somewhat. But yeah, it's, there was something, I think they meant that something's in the ship. Something's in the water or whatever this liquid is that we're going in.
All right. Let's keep this communication open in case we need to respond to something.
So, if my spell goes off, do I feel like I have any control of that
Yeah.
lightning and be able to send it ahead?
Yes, your spell goes off, and you feel like you actually feel like not only can you call the lightning, you feel connected to it. Like you never did before. Like you can feel it rolling around you in the distance. You have a weird sensation around it, and you find yourself in starry form again.
Is there any particular constellation?
Whichever one you want. But you feel yourself transforming, and you feel the lightning rolling over you.
Okay, so with my starry form, so it'd be that bit of glow. So I guess anyone on deck is able to at least see that glow.
Yep.
Hopefully, it may reveal anything coming by, at least on my side. And yeah, just now feeling that connection, at least with the lightning, I just send it ahead just in case there's anything immediately in front of the ship, so I can break it apart with the lightning.
Okay. And you continue on. Karen, can I get perception checks, please? A perception check.
Okay. Can I also cast a spell?
What?
Can I cast a spell as well?
Sure, if you want. Roll me a d20 when you do it.
You
Alright,
guys
my
are
24 for perception.
Oh, yes. Still good.
And I attempt to cast my spell. I got a 12.
Roll me a d100, please.
Yeah. Come on, one.
Come on.
Got a 64.
64.
your shoes melt to the floor.
You did land a
again?
lot around there.
What if you're not wearing shoes? Like your feet just get like.
Yeah. What if you're not wearing shoes?
You know what, though? It would keep her stable. You won't have to worry about deck saves. She's just
That's
stuck there.
true.
What were
True.
you casting, by the way?
I was trying to cast Wall of Forest so I could
Okay.
try to shield the ship.
So your spell goes off, but you feel lightning rolling out from your hands into the wall, and you feel lightning in your hands that isn't going away as part of the cast.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
god.
You turned into Senator Palpatine.
Does it hurt me? Does it hurt other people? Like, can I tell?
Well, you don't know.
Okay.
It's not hurting you.
Okay.
Are you touching somebody to see if it hurts them?
You just absolutely
No.
do it.
That's
It's
just-
Hey,
like-
hey, Bill. Hey, Bill.
Hey, come here. Come here.
But like
Let's
High
put
five.
your hand out.
High five.
Yeah.
now 80 I can protect like 100 like it's gonna be about 80 feet of the ship because it's gonna be protected because I have to attach it to the ship, and so like 2 of those
Okay.
10-foot walls are gonna be attaching it. And well, there won't be 10 people. Yeah.
Desus, you and Cerridwen see ahead of you. There is a huge wave coming towards the ship that goes up into the sky in like a black and white form. Like not the right colors for the astral sea.
It's just a weird formed
Just a
wave.
big wave. It's like it sort of disappears into the starkness of the astral plane, but it looks like it's an ethereal wave rather than astral. And the 2 of you can see it. The rest of the group cannot.
Guys, and how do you think things are looking? I mean, I can't really see in this. It's like,
No, and the ship is just kind of moving forward, and you every now and then you feel one of those rocks push against the wall of force, and the ship kind of lurches to the side all of a sudden, and then you continue forward. It's a rough one. We got keep on those sails. Keep on those sails.
Yeah, as long as we don't hit any more of those rocks, we should good. We should be good.
Agreed.
But
no,
Oh,
we're
this
talking.
is-
We're
this-
talking telepathy. Hey, see, this is
telepathically in our head.
Oh, it's like-
telepathy
Third
conversation.
telepath on
You
the
do
ship.
hear this?
Or-
Hopefully, you do hear this in your head as well. I have to come clean with somebody though. When we got back, the sandals were missing, or the slippers were missing.
So I just like, if it just stops whatever, like, reports that they're doing, like the ship just like,
Somebody took it
Oh.
from me or something.
oh, so you mean the slippers have more? So are you saying they've more to yours? Is that what you're trying to say here?
I admitted that when we were at Mama Verdusa's. I said I was going to return them when I got back.
Okay. Oh, and you couldn't? What, you lost
Yes.
them?
When I got back, I reached into the bag and they were gone.
Oh my god! Wow. Well, if you survive, I guess you should have told them then. So when we get
No,
back.
I told you that's fine.
Okay, well, I guess I can just. Okay, well,
And
someone's gonna
suddenly
tell
you
them.
feel the ship hit something hard and start turning upwards.
Wait, where are we going? Oh,
Can I get strength checks from everybody?
no.
Sails
As
in
we
place.
start turning upwards, you hear me go from inward to outward, going, "I'm sorry, Susan. Sorry about your slippers."
This is your fault, Uncle. Like, this is your fault. You did this. Yo.
12,
The
11.
storm of the slippers.
14.
15.
Oof.
What'd you get, Dwayne?
Yes.
I got 11.
And Hipley?
I mean, does it have to be straight? Or could this be like, can you use like wisdom
it's
save? This is so that's a 6.
Oh,
What am I holding on to? Like,
Hopefully the belts work.
nothing apparently.
peace. I'm out, guys. It's like I'm too old for this.
14.
And the ship suddenly gets inundated with some kind of weird feeling. Desus and Cerridwen completely feel it. The ship tears apart while you're in it, and you hear the captain, "Abandon ship! Toss out the wind! Toss out the..." Hold on, I forgot the word. I have to get the word. Toss out the wave skippers! And those little pieces of wood you had seen are like ejected from the ship. And they look, and there's just dozens and dozens of them. And they look like this.
I've seen them. I've seen them all. I should have known. I'm running back to get trouble though. Like I'm like,
And
I know I
people
feel the
are
stream
jumping off and trying to swim to one of these things.
Yeah,
I'm-
I'm going with Hipley to get a tag as well.
Did I fall? I mean, because I know I failed the strength check.
Jada is coming running up to the deck with tag and with treble,
Okay.
and she's lashed the cables to the two of them to her back, to their back.
Nice. Jada got.
I don't know. Look.
And they run and jump. Someone gonna roll for Jada a dex,
No, I don't want to roll.
Yeah.
please.
I mean, I can. Okay.
Roll
What's
for-
their
roll
dex?
for them.
I got it. What's their dex?
Their decks.
Ooh, 17 on the die. So it's probably pretty. I mean, 17 on the die.
I think they have a decent deck, so
Yeah. It's...
Yeah. Lands right
they're-
on
Probably
one,
plus
of,
two, plus
one
three.
of these things and immediately lifts a sail up. What do I do?
Just hang
and
on.
The wind catches it and
Gone.
suddenly it's
Wait, but so I'm gonna be like, okay, so where are we gonna go? Because like Hippie's like the teacher's like, okay, so we had to go on these. Like, where are we supposed to like? It's like a rendezvous point, which would like sail off into the sunshine.
everyone's
Like
just
what?
abandoning the ship. They're just jumping off.
I'm talking to people. Us. I
And-
assume we're still together. Like all of us are. It's like, hey,
Well, we're on opposite,
Corner.
like
Yeah,
actual
so-
sides of the ship.
Right.
so I'm at
Cerridwen-
Eizen.
Yeah. Cerridwen and
Mamona.
Hipley were at the front, but opposite sides. Eizen and Dees are on the other sides. But when the ship gets hit by this thing and kind of rolls over, when you miss your dex saves,
strength save.
you
Break.
fall away and you see each other like dangling or strength saves. I mean,
The-
kind of dangling and pieces flying off, and the ship ejecting those things everywhere.
The moment I see all of us, including Jada, coming out,
Okay.
telepathic connection, so we're all connected. Because all I have to do is be able to see you. If I can see you, I can connect us. So we will be connected for 5. I think it's plus my bonus.
We all hear that dial-up sound in our minds.
I do want to say, as we're like basically jettisoning and jumping off, I want to try and at least grab a shard,
5
one of the
ounces.
broken shards of the boat, of the ship.
Okay. And to jump, though, you have to disconnect. You have to disconnect from the strap.
Yo, Hippie's
All right.
definitely shaking.
Requires
He's like, oh my gosh.
A dex check.
Let's go, Hipley. We got this.
Not a high
I'm
one,
not.
but it does
I'm
take-
not very I'm not very dexterous.
I'll
Bold.
I'll try to make my way towards you if I can. Can I make my way towards Hipley to help him get off as well, since we're on the same side?
Yeah,
Or is it we're just kind of dangling?
you're dangling, but you can guide.
Dangle
Okay.
closer. Just like, all right.
Dangle
so just,
closer. I got
mean,
you.
it's-
I got you.
okay, so I don't want to take you down too, but I mean, if
You
all
won't.
right,
Anything else? I can make us leap there. And
all right. So I guess was
count of 3. Detach. Ready? 1,
okay. 2.
2.
Wait, am I 3 or you're 3?
You're 3.
Okay, so what's 3? And this is like glitch. This is like,
And make our way to one of them. Right?
is it this a dex? So it's a dex thing, right?
Yeah.
Oof. Yo, come the okay.
Natural 20.
Yo, that's a 2.
Natural 20.
That's a
Nice.
2.
You land on one. It's like just
That's total
feet down
4.
on it and everything.
A total of 6 with the 2.
Hipley misses.
All right. If he misses, I will try to use one of my other telekinetic abilities if he's willing to. That lets me pull him towards me. So I can only use it on people that will let me do it. I can't use it
So,
on
yeah.
enemies.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'd be like, hey, if me
if you
fall
want.
into those, you hear me just scream like, ah, then it's like I feel like
Right.
like my head hits the water, and then I get like pulled in, like he gets me like after that moment,
Yeah.
so it's like
Yes.
slash.
Since we were
Jesus.
jumping together, we're within 30 feet, and it says you can move it up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. So as we're jumping, I just
Cool.
pull him to it with me.
All right.
And I let you guys know we're on one of these things.
The
Dees,
dexterity.
what was yours?
Ma-
What was your dex roll?
My dex was a total of 7, so I'm going to shift my starry form to my dragon to be hovering and have a bit of flight.
Yeah, nice. These things are sort of rolling in the waves all around you, and eventually, with you just hovering, one will come close enough you can just grab it. And Cerridwen?
Is it a save or a check?
It was a dex check.
It was a
No, I'm
check?
sorry, it was a
17.
save. A save.
Oh, then it's a 22.
You landed on one also.
Yeah.
And you can see that all the crew they're getting to these things, and the wind is really strong, and it's pulling them all different directions. For the most part, though, pushing them back from where you had come.
You all just hear in your minds like, what on earth kind of like safety what? Like this is safety mechanism that they use. Like this is asinine. As we're just getting like blown because I don't know how to steer this thing. Like what?
Well, you've been taught how to use a sail.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
And
is
we both
this,
have, so we got
this.
this.
Is, yeah, but this is like different than just like a sail on a boat. This is like, okay, get on like the
is different.
surfboard with the sail. So
is
yeah, Hipley's
different.
gonna like lease him for the manager. Like Hipley's like, okay, well,
But you at least
We
will have a
got this.
chance.
where were we gonna go? Or we're supposed to meet up to like in our telepathic connection?
I think we were supposed to go through that to get to the eye.
Well, the wave is past the ship and is carrying a lot of the crew back towards where you'd come. You guys
So we
landed
wanna-
on the other side of the wave, and you're
Are we all on the same ship, or?
all on separate boards.
Okay.
I'm keeping this.
I
You guys hear your
am
heads?
too old for this. Like I was
I-
like my head's on the
And now that
things.
the wave is past, the astral sea calms for a moment. Although there's still lightning rolling around everywhere through the sky.
Which you might call lightning. I'm still like, if a beam or strike comes down, I just shoot it off in another direction.
Are my hands still electrical?
What?
Are my hands still electrical?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We just see lightning come up to us. It's just like what?
Yeah, there's a lot of electricity going on today. It's weird.
So are
Some
these
sort of arcane connection. I don't know.
are the wind skippers like surfboards? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, they're
Because-
windsurfers. They're
Windboards?
like
do,
windsurfers.
do you see the picture? Went on a shard.
Oh no, that's what I forgot.
There's surfboards with sails.
Okay, cool.
Although
That's what- that's-
I doubt anyone is smiling like that. But
Yeah, that's what Hipley.
Eisen
Hipley's
is.
like, what on earth? Like, boom.
Eisen is. This is cool.
Try to windsurf my way over to the party.
okay, can I get a dex check?
Oh my gosh, Scott, why?
No, there was Cerridwen trying to get towards the
Oh.
rest of you.
Oh,
That's a natural
I think we're all trying to get
one.
towards.
oh my
I
god.
think
Oh
we're
my
all.
God. Cerridwen really has a good feel for this right away. The
I rolled a natural
training-
one.
Oh, nat 1. I thought you said nat 20.
I was gonna say like,
So she thinks she has a good feel for it.
I got
Yeah,
this.
totally got this.
Bro.
Has a great feel for it, then it rolls upside down, and you're
Maybe not.
in the astral sea holding on to the sail under whatever the astral sea is made of.
Get my
Make me a
leg back
perception
over it.
check while you're under there.
Does this
Let me
feel
get-
like
get-
water?
When
Someone's. What do you mean? Someone's got.
26.
I just look at this. Like, what do you mean?
Okay, under the whatever the astral sea is made of,
Mm-hmm.
you see in the distance what you think are the eel things you had seen before under the water, sort of swimming in this direction from behind. Like the wave pushed everybody past it, they were in between it, and some of them look like they're turning your direction, but they're pretty far out right now.
I'll mention that down, the mental connection. We got those eel things over there.
oh no,
I'm
Eisen,
just like,
Eisen loses his shit.
oh,
What do you
Jada
mean?
probably loses theirs too.
What do you
They're
mean?
way over there. And
I'm not even surprised. It was just like, okay, like.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm probably pointing with my foot.
We got to get out of here. We got to get out of here now.
I have my head just on the sail. My head is just on the sail, just like, okay, well, this is how it's gonna end. Okay, well, all right. I'm,
Aizen
I'm
was
accepted it.
smiling.
I'll send
Aizen was
the
smiling. Don't know.
I'll send the lightning in that direction for now.
And it strikes into the sea, and lightning rolls across the top of the sea back there when it strikes it.
I'm gonna try to swim. I'm gonna try to maneuver myself near Jada and Treble and Tag, so I make sure they're okay too, all three of them. So I'm gonna try to like
Jada's
somehow
doing pretty well. Kind of has a good feel for it. How you doing,
Okay.
Hipley? How are you doing, Hipley? Are you able to work this contraption well?
like. So I feel like they're asking me polite because they can just see me just struggling. So they're like, "How are you doing?" You just see like me just like as I'm just like struggling. And so it's like a rhetorical question. I feel like it's like, oh, yeah, just yeah. As I just like teeter just like back and forth, just like not even.
Fine.
I'm just going. Yes.
Just going with it.
Deesa's hair starts blowing hard again, and Deesa, you're starting to get a kind of an understanding that you're feeling weather across planes. You're not exactly sure which plane it is, but it's not here because no one else's hair is blowing or anything. But it's definitely either the prime, because you're on the astral, or the ethereal. And you're like sensing the weather in all of them simultaneously. And it is freaky, but it's something.
So I feel like I'm feeling many planes and what's going on in them all at once. I don't know how that helps us right now. I'm freaking out.
Oh,
So you're go on. Sorry.
I was gonna say, is Dwayne caught up with us too? Like, is Dwayne like up with us now too?
Dwayne, with a little moment of struggle, pulls herself up onto the top of the thing again. It's kind of tiring to get up on them though when you go over. And each one has a paddle underneath it that you noticed, Cerridwen, when you went under, but there is a paddle underneath also that's strapped to it.
Yeah, I grabbed the paddle. I tell everyone there's a paddle.
What did?
There's a paddle under it.
Oh, that's good. It'll be good to know when they told us to abandon. Okay, well, okay. Reach underneath, just like. Right, and I'm terrified of like the eel thing, so I'm just like quickly going out and grab it, like.
Or maybe we should get these things close together. Maybe use some rope to tie them together so we don't drift apart.
Okay.
Yes.
Pull out my rope and I activate it.
All right,
And
good idea.
Tell it to just lash all of us together because it's a pretty long rope, so I can probably lash us together.
Yeah.
Sweets. Oh my gosh.
And the wind starts to pick up in your sails, and you feel yourselves being pushed forward pretty quickly. Can I get a dex check?
Oh my god.
A check?
Please.
Yeah, just a check. Hold on and regain or gain
Guidance,
control.
Hipley.
I'll take it.
See, I'm struggling.
17.
Yay! 21. Thank you for that guidance.
Nice.
3.
Oh no.
No.
I'm 17.
3.
What? Cerridwen?
3.
Cerridwen's still struggling, and now is in
fine.
is the
Fully fine. Going in circles.
their sail is catching the wind the wrong way, and you guys are catching it the right way, and you're going in a big circle around hers.
Are we all
Wait.
tied together now?
Yes, that's why you're going in a circle around hers.
If I see, oh man, that's my last one. Like,
Oh,
would freedom of movement like negate all this stuff? If I was to cast it on somebody? Hmm. Well, we'll see if we need it. But it's what like I'll try if we can like if we all work together, can we help write Dwen's thing? I mean, I don't know what direction we were trying to head in, but if we all work together, can we help Dwen and like write the? I'm gonna try to help at least. So I'm gonna do what I can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to jump and like you know what, Dwen? I'm coming. I'm gonna sing the old man to help. He's
okay.
like, well,
No, I'm just like, all right, maybe I do need help. It's just like on it
yeah.
backwards or something.
So I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to hop over and help.
Okay. So you hop over to Cerridwen's board.
Yes, if you're gonna do I have to roll for? Because I will. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to
they're
do.
all strapped together. You're close enough. You can kind of just sort of make a small leap, and you're on it. And it holds the weight of two people without too much issue.
Good, because I didn't think about that. So yes, that's awesome. I have lost a little weight.
It's not
so,
a Titanic situation.
No, but D says you do see up ahead of you a big wave starting to roll this way, that looks ethereal rather than astral.
Get yourself
Not like
strapped
the other one,
down.
but big.
Strapped down to what? To what?
I don't know. Get an arm in the rope. I don't know. We got a wave coming.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
help right Dwayne. So I'll help Dwayne. Like Dwayne, I'm here to help. I think I'm gonna try.
I grab Hippolyte and hold on to the
Now
mast
that-
thing. I'm like bracing for it.
Now that you're getting a little bit of time on them, can I get athletics checks from everyone?
Scott,
We're not strength-based group.
it's intelligence. Can this be? Can
We're
it
the
be
book
my
club.
brain?
So use your intelligence and explain to me how you avoid having to use athletics.
Because I'm old.
Then use the wisdom of age.
You said strength check or strength save?
Check.
Athletics.
Athletics.
16. Oh, athletics?
Yeah.
I got a
Like, same
16.
thing.
I got a
16.
16. You could squeeze it. Yeah, just, I mean, to just holding
What'd
up to
you get,
dear
Jesus,
life, just like.
Carolyn?
15?
11.
Okay, so Carolyn, you got your footing finally. You're not
Okay.
doing great, but you're
Okay.
like feeling it. Desus is kind of on the edge, sort of holding on for dear life, but not quite falling off. When the wave hits, can I get a deck save from everybody?
Yeah, and how's Trouble looking too? Like, is Trouble like? Are
Trouble's
they gonna
strapped
be
to
okay?
Jada's back.
Okay.
Can I do something or try to
Sure.
do something? Because it may be.
Yeah, you see it coming, so
Yeah.
you have time.
I would drop Call Lightning, because I have this prepared, and do Control Water.
Okay.
So Control Water, I can do Flood, I could part Water, I could redirect Flow, or do a Whirlpool. I'm going to redirect Flow so the wave goes in the other direction, like opposite forward, like in the direction we want to go, so we can
Okay.
go with it.
All right.
And since me and Dwen are like holding on to each other, can we give each other like advantage on deck saves? Since we're just kind of like balancing each other. So.
Well, we need to do that. The question is, will we need to do it if?
Oh, true.
If my Control Water works on this.
Okay.
I mean, it
If
is a
it-
C. It
If
is.
it didn't, I
Yeah.
rolled a 1 if it didn't work.
You're able to create basically a 20-foot area of water at the surface that you can control. It will go
Oh.
the direction you want, although not at the speed you want because some of the water underneath you is rolling against you. So it will go your direction, but it will be rolling like the equivalent of an undertow is under you pulling under. As long as you stay on the surface, you'll continue going forward.
Yeah, I'm just reading the spell. So if I redirect flow, you cause flowing water in the area to move in a direction you choose. It's a range / area of 100 or 300 feet. It's cubed up and 100 feet on either side. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have some space where you can control it.
Yeah, so we'll just at least be making sure that the redirecting flow is keeping us steady.
And it's moving you forward in the direction you want. And
Alright.
the weather becomes suddenly, when this is cast, you feel Desus sort of take control of of what's going on and move you forward rather than back.
Is everybody okay?
And that wave that was coming sort of parts around the area you're in. And
They
you
are
run
now.
through it.
Oh,
I
we're hanging
assume
in there.
Dwayne and Hip are just like eyes closed. We open like peek. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, oh, yeah. Guess we're not
I don't know.
drowning and dead yet. So
I don't know why, but I imagine like you guys like like where you scream and you scream and scream and then you realize that there's no
Yeah.
reason to scream anymore.
yeah,
but
that's
you still-
Hipley.
Yeah.
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 Oh.
So
It's over. It's
on
over.
these, welcome David. Welcome from Afar podcast. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're in the middle of some astral sea trouble with our wave skippers, trying to
Okay.
survive for a bit of a distance.
Scott, I have a question. So we're in the astral sea, and I thought that was space, but it's not. So,
Not space.
um,
You are in what's called wild space. You heard somebody say that.
okay. If I turned into like a bird, could I fly over these waves?
You haven't tried it yet.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna just shift into a giant raven or eagle or something.
Okay.
Can you like carry me too? I mean, what is like? Are you just gonna like? Are you just leaving? I mean, wait a
Bye!
minute. Like, I mean,
So-
it's just like.
And there's water, so there's water, right?
There is astral sea, which
Okay.
is not really water. It's more like a magical river or ocean.
Would I like float in it if I just jumped in it?
It's more like you're flying in a slightly
Liquid.
less liquid version of water, but it's not water.
Okay, well, I just want to like if I'm gonna turn into a giant eagle, then I don't want to like mess everyone's like skipper up. So I'll just get some distance between us and then turn into a giant eagle. No, I would actually.
The duck?
So, this is so weird. Maybe I'll do the duck again. I'll do the giant duck again because then I can make like a water lift off. So we get a giant duck.
I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump on. I'm like, Dwayne, do you mind if I
Yeah, come on.
like, I'm hopping on a giant duck. I'm like, you know what?
Let's get out of here.
In the astral sea, you're like,
Yeah.
yes.
And you get out onto the sea and you sort of float but you don't float like on water. You're more under it than above it. And it's almost like the atmosphere is heavier. And when you go to fly, you flap your wings, it takes more effort to lift.
Okay.
You're able to, but it takes more time and more difficult.
Well, I mean, you can still talk to me. I'm on the
Yeah.
mind thing,
I
so
feel like this. Whoa.
hard. Just heavy or air. Because she's not as smart as a duck. So
Yeah. Difference between
heavier.
polymorph and wild shape.
And while you're flying, you lose your true sight, your true seeing, because it's the time is gone over.
I mean, don't ducks technically have like true sight in the animal kingdom? I
Yeah,
mean,
all ducks have
like,
true sight.
I feel like ducks like you
Right.
see the real
It's their
distance.
natural ability.
All right. So here's a question. Not only do we really not know where we're going or how to, but we don't know how to get out of here.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's a great point.
Didn't the captain do something on their ship to like make it come back to the material plane?
Yep, and they didn't tell us. They just told us to hop on these skippers and go.
I
Yeah.
also have trouble.
Trouble's on you too?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was with tied on Jada.
Yeah, they were strapped to Jada.
Oh,
yeah,
never mind.
Jada.
Never mind.
Yeah, Jada
Got this.
took tag and treble out strapped to their back.
Well, we know there's people that live here because we ran into those voidlings.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be incredible luck to run across anybody, but do you even see anyone from the ships or anything?
Yeah,
They were
everybody
pushed
make it
back.
back.
Like, fully gone?
They get pushed
Way-
behind us.
They're way
Okay.
back behind you now. And the ship too was carried back through the wave.
Is there any like buttons or anything on these little things that might, I don't know, activate some kind of material shift? I don't know. Like, I'm
Just
just
stress
trying to-
beacon, like a
Yeah, or
There are
something.
buttons holding
Save
the
us.
patches of cloth together.
Oh my
In some
god.
places.
That's
All
all
those kind of
press
buttons.
them.
Not those kind of buttons. So,
Can we see any like? Is it just blackness everywhere? Or just endless sea?
It's actually
You
more
know,
like whiteness. It's just
Okay,
like
just-
blinding white in different directions and just enough
Oh.
like slightly bluish color to the sea below that you can kind of see the waves roll, the astral sea's waves rolling, but they're very hard to see clearly from almost any distance above them or wherever, whichever direction.
So it's bright though. It's like almost like sunny kind of like almost like that white kind of brightness.
Yes.
That's a little more comforting. That we're just like in like this dark, like soupy, like weird thing. So it's kind of that's a little more comforting, I guess, at least. But, okay.
So you're flying forward and what would it be?
Do we see anybody or anything since we're up in the air?
Nothing behind. Whatever distance it was they went far. Ahead of you, you do see way up ahead. There's some kind of a rock or island or something, but it's
Okay.
a pretty good distance.
I'll
And-
tell. Okay.
Oh, go on. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna tell them like I was gonna tell the group like, well, there's like a. I don't see anybody, but there's a rock. I guess. I mean,
Nice solid footing.
land ho.
yeah. Yeah.
God,
Redirect flow to get us in that direction.
go there.
I just point like it's on a giant duck. I'm just like it's this way, guys.
And while you're up there,
Oh my god.
suddenly the astral sea goes blinding white and there's no color left to it at all, and in the sky you see what looks like a sun that was not there before.
Already bright enough.
Like what the? Do we feel a heat from it, or just like we see the brightnesses or actual?
It's
Okay,
just
so no
bright.
heat. Just I don't have any sunglasses.
What
Like,
are sunglasses?
I feel like those are probably. I feel like I mean maybe not. I mean I feel like
I don't
some
know.
sort of eye protection. I feel like hats are a thing probably. So fine. I didn't bring my hat with me. I guess there we go. Because I feel like hats are a thing.
Hats
Pull
aren't
my
that-
cloak over my eyes.
I'm doing my old man like wishing my visor with me. Well,
Eizen and Desis, can you make me a perception check?
Dokie?
Yes.
This one. You know what? Let's give the Metal Thesis die a try.
I rolled a 10
Yeah.
plus 11, so 21.
9.
Okay.
9!
What'd you get, Eizen?
21.
You feel something like slightly bump the bottom of your wave skipper.
Are those eels?
poke your head out and
don't
find
see
see.
No. Eisen's like, you guys hear in your head, Eisen's just like, huh, something bumped bumped underneath. I'm not
I
looking.
can-
I'm not looking.
Okay, I will turn and look as I'm like concentrating trying to get our flow
You
the right
it,
direction.
like, a little behind, there's like an eel kind of thing slithering along the top of the water.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Roll to hit.
And how does it seem like far enough away, like where we could possibly fly there in 10 minutes to the rock? Like, does it seem like it's 10 minutes? Like I want to cast fly on them, but like, does it seem like in 10 minutes we'd get there?
Probably not.
Okay,
It's further than that.
darn.
It's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Where are my d10s? There's one. So, 8 force damage. If he's still alive, I got 2 more shots.
Nope. You hit it and it just floats on the surface.
Do I see anything else? Because I got 2 more shots.
You don't. That was the only one you saw.
Eldritch Blast Unite.
Got it.
All right. Those things really creep me out after the last time we came through here.
Uh-huh.
I mean, how come? It's just giant, weird, blood-sucking giant leech things that like almost devoured our souls. So to be scared of.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's okay. We're almost at the thing, kind of just like another.
I can't even tell how far that is away.
How long can you stay in that form, Cerridwen?
An hour.
Oh, so you could reach the island in that time, if you wanted to go to the island.
Yeah.
Well,
Or you
okay.
can go
Well, where else? I mean, where else is it? Like, is around here? Like, so there's a rock, but do we see anything else, or that's just a rock, and that's like it?
Just the rock.
All right.
It's a little island.
And we don't know where we're even going, right? Like, we have no clue where we're supposed to be heading to, so we're just the rock, and that's it, right? That's all we know.
Correct.
Is there any way to reach out to the captain to see if they are alive and made it out all right?
I don't know. Do you have a way of doing that?
Okay.
Message.
Thank God, you sure are sassy to take me.
Yeah,
Like,
God, you sure are sassy tonight, God. Voice in the sky. I don't know. Do you have a message?
I
That's not
can't
how you
reach.
said it, but that's how I pictured it.
I can't reach
Yes,
out
there
to
are
them.
ways. I don't know.
Yeah.
if
I don't
you
have any-
Have I reached the rock yet?
You'll reach.
It's
the
gonna
rock
take an hour.
shortly.
That was at the same time. So Scott,
Sorry.
did I reach the rock?
You have not reached the rock yet. It's pretty far away.
Okay.
You can get there within the hour, but it's a distance
Yeah.
Okay.
if you want to fly all the
mean-
way to it.
I think that's what our goal is, right?
Mhm.
We gotta find a place to stop, refigure things out, and then move from there.
But it
Right
takes
now.
us an hour. How long does it take you guys though? Like, we're flying, it takes an hour, and so I don't think you have to fly going as fast as we're flying.
I don't know. We might be.
It
Are
was me doing flow, and well, my flow only lasts for 10 minutes, but
Yeah, if you spend the time to control the sails, you can go pretty fast on these.
Oh,
You don't know how fast, you know what it is in miles per hour, but
well, can we at least see them keeping up? Then I mean, because I imagine we'd
we
see
could
like,
toss the rope
falling.
up. Like, I have rope, I could toss it up to Dwen.
Oh, I'll grab it.
Yeah, then you guys can just kind of pull us along.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Now
Tugboat.
we're in wakeboards. Like, yes, okay.
is that what you want to do? You want to go back and pull them as they're...
I'll grab the rope, chuck it. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless that makes it to where they won't make it there in an hour.
Okay,
then I'd
can I
rather
get
just go.
athletics checks from Eizen, Desis, and Jada?
I'm gonna guidance myself.
What checks?
Sure. Athletics.
Athletics.
11.
But it'd be for Hippling. You don't need to do it.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, good. Because
Someone does
I'm
need to
on
roll for
giant.
Jada.
Do you want me to
9.
roll?
Yeah, you can roll for Jada.
Oh yeah, so you start
Okay.
you start pulling, and all of the wave skippers pull together to the middle all at once, and it knocks off Eisen and Desis. Jada holds on in the middle of them.
Power leap, and then I will pull the thesis back up if need be.
Can you power leap from water?
Yeah, I can. It just says I can
From
fly.
liquid?
It lets me fly.
Oh,
Lets
yeah,
me
it's
have
fly,
fly
right.
movement
Yeah.
for. It lets me fly for my turn with my double my movement.
Okay,
So I
you
will.
can do it. And
Can I grab thesis as we're falling and just put his bow back on it?
Well,
otherwise
you
I'll just use
could,
my other thing to
except
lift
that
her up.
The wave skippers are being pulled pretty quickly away from you. So as you're coming out, you need to jump pretty far forward to get back on them. You can grab Desus to try and do it, but you're gonna have to do a pretty far jump.
All right.
I mean, if I see them fall, I can tell Dwayne to maybe slow down a little bit. Maybe see like some, like if I look back and they're like some shenanigans happening, I'd be like, oh yeah, just keep going. I'd be like, hey, slow down a little bit. I
Fine,
think
we'll catch up.
they can swim. There's only giant eels in the water.
I mean, I'll grab Desus and I'll leap us up as high to where we can try to land on it. Like I said, doubles my movement.
Make me a dex save. See if you can land on them.
That's pretty decent. That was a 14 plus 5, so 19.
Yeah, you land on them. It's a rough landing because they all jumble up, so they're not really kept spaced properly.
Yeah.
But you get them on there, 1 foot on 2 different ones, and each foot on a different one, and you can feel them like this. So, and you're all on it,
Oh, thanks, Eizen.
and you feel something bump under.
You saved my life a few
under the
times.
Sailboard,
you
the
won.
wave skippers.
Oh my gosh, are we going fast enough to lose them? I mean, you guys feel.
And behind you, where you had jumped from, there's a bunch of those little eels like rolling over the top of the water, now trying to chase the wave skippers you're on.
If they are clustered together, when they get within 60 feet of me, because Desus is getting angry,
They meet both those criteria.
I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom on that area. So a 10-foot radius sphere centered at a point. Each creature of your choice in the area must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 2d6 damage.
Fail.
And I'll be because I have a connection with trouble. I'll be telling him to like help out if he can. So if they come in the water with their eyesight, just to get him to stone.
Okay.
So
Do your damage. 6 of them take the damage.
All right. It was just 5 necrotic damage on a save, or half as much on a fail, half as much as on success.
So
And I'll
So
throw
a
daggers.
bunch of them, none of them die, but a bunch of them, you just see this darkening on them, and they back away. Lots of them back away. Only 1 or 2 continue, but even they become much more cautious, and they slow down as they follow and give distance.
Okay.
if any come in eyesight, because I might connect with trouble. I was gonna have trouble just to stone them if they get into close to branch where they can see eyesight. Trouble's ready.
Treble's holding on for dear life.
Oh.
Treble is not a swimmer.
If
I
Trouble had 6
know.
legs, they probably would be fine.
Shut up! I hate you. I hate you.
Since
Shut
you only
up.
have 5, they can't hold on, so they got to be carried for dear life. No.
I was asking Trouble it's okay. Well, then just telepathically just tell Trouble it's okay to try to calm them down as much as I can. He's my buddy, so I'm doing whatever I can to try to.
On the wave runner, the wave skippers, but as you're being pulled, you still have to control them so they don't turn sideways or turn on their back and throw you off. Can I get athletics checks from the 2 of you?
Oh.
Or athletic checks.
Me and Dwayne's having a great time.
Can't
It's
we just
wow.
wrap the rope around our
Guys.
arms and tie ourselves to this thing at this point so we don't fall off?
Well, this
You
is
could
a really
roll
good.
upside down and you would just drown, or you could. Did you roll
18.
that one?
No, but even with guidance, it's still 4.
A 19 for me. I rolled an 18 on that one. I only have a +1 for athletics, so.
Desus is having a lot of trouble with this, Eizen. You're holding on. Desus is really having a rough time. Jada. Oh, nice. Jada grabs you, Desus, and pulls you towards the sail and keeps you from falling off the back. You are going to fall off.
Thanks, Jada.
Given a little
Okay.
time, Cerridwen will drag you to the rock, the island out there. And there's some crazy waves that keep coming, but your weather control for a while at least is pushing them away. And then you slide up on what is essentially a beach to a small island. And Cerridwen lands on the beach exhausted from dragging all of you through the weight of the astral sea. And
So much
Hipley,
to
for
win.
holding onto the rope, is pretty tired.
I said we were all pretty tired, probably.
Yeah, you're all
Too old
you're all
for this.
exhausted. This was an exhausting moment.
As we get out, well, we're alive, but we're lost in the astral sea.
I shift to my normal self. I mean, I can probably teleport us back.
Does it work through the planes?
Uh,
I don't know if it does. I'm asking both in and out of character. does it let you?
That's a good question. Let me look at my notes.
I'm running over to Trouble to make sure that they're okay and thinking I'm Jada. Thinking Dwayne, of course. I think doing like Constance would probably thank you so much. It's thinking thesis like everyone for what they did and running over to
It has
Trouble,
to
just holding
be
him.
on the same plane of existence.
Oh,
Well,
The blinding light from the sky, the sun-like thing, you see it starting to wane in its brightness, and you see a crescent form on its edge.
so evening. You don't know. I don't know what time we're. So I'm like, okay, maybe time changing.
Is it a sun? Or is it the moons? Is the moons? Where are we?
The astral sea. I think we're no. This
You
is the
know
Wild
that those
West.
are the moons.
The
that
Wild
the
Sea.
moon, just because you can tell that's the conjunction is there. The second moment of the tricrux, and it's on the wane. It's now on the waning part of that connection, but it's just starting the waning.
Oh, if we can wait that out, maybe everything will calm down when it's done.
Yeah, maybe that's why the astral waves are crazy, or whatever waves these are. I pull out the orb. I'm gonna message the captain. Use a sending spell. Can do it. And then I won't be able to contact anyone else till tomorrow. Because
Okay.
well, you're alive.
This is
You're alive.
Cerridwen.
How the hell do we get out of here?
alive, YN. Just like it's like alive. You know those old school notes. They just look like yes or they no.
This is Cerridwen. Are you well? How do we go home?
We all gathered. The ship is beginning to heal, but it's 10. We were pushed very far and won't sail for weeks.
Okay. No one told us the ship could heal. Okay. Like what?
So
I like
I
how they
relay
didn't
that. I
tell
relay
us-
it to everyone. The ship can heal, so they're gonna be out here while the ship heals. And set sail after. But it's gonna take like weeks for the ship to heal itself.
That's
Is that
fine.
how we can leave?
Well, I mean, we could theoretically start trying to make our way, because we know they went the opposite direction of us. And then maybe we could use plant growth to try to speed things up.
I mean,
Can we even see the ship from where we're at anymore? Or are they
Oh,
just
no.
gone?
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's way gone.
it'd be nice if we would just.
I can,
Is anyone hungry? I can make some. I mean,
Probably.
is anyone? Like, is this a serious question?
Famished, I'm hungry.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna use. I have a spell save Thank God. So we use one last spell to do creep boon water again. Does anyone have any containers though? First and foremost, for some water. Does anyone have any containers by any chance? Like a bucket or something? Someone can hold some water. Does anyone have anything to hold some water in?
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Won't you pull out that bag?
Oh
They
yeah,
got
maybe,
water skin.
maybe there's like a fancy cup or something.
Oh yes, yes. We have all those cups. Yes, actually,
Yeah,
get the
yeah.
bag out.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's true. You have all
Bag
that
out.
stuff.
Yeah, pull. I'll start reaching
out all
in,
the
trying
cups.
to pull out chalices and cups that we have, whatever we can find.
We're gonna
in different
drink
ones.
like royalty tonight.
You
This
find
water.
a big trophy, like a trophy cup, really huge, with
Nice.
2
Heck yeah.
handles and everything.
All right.
So
So
what's
what's
on
it?
this-
Oh, yeah.
Is it real quick as he's doing this? Is there anything we should take note of on this island? Like we're just on this island. and
Is
we're
it just
sitting
a
here,
plain rock?
and we haven't
It's
even
got a
looked
beach.
around.
There is a big, like a mountain in the middle of it, but there's some rough, scrubby forest that wraps the edge of it.
I feel like we're on Naked and Afraid right now.
Yeah.
Like one of those game shows, just like, oh, we're on this island.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
So we're on an island. We have some food and water. Thank you, Hibley. We have really no way of knowing how to get out of here. We have no idea what's on this island. We know that in the water, those nasty eel things, and Captain and them are somewhere back that way, but we don't even know for sure exactly where back that way they are.
Oh, I can do
Boats.
this tomorrow.
Stars, I can't really track anyone.
I could track someone with the orb.
You can see the stars here. They just look weird.
Oh.
They look like points of light against a very light sky. So you can tell, you can still track with them. They're just harder to see clearly.
On the plus side,
can I?
if Nios does destroy everything, we're at least here and we won't be affected by it.
So we just come back and say everything wrecked, or under like our new god?
That was
of
sarcasm.
Nios?
That was a sarcasm for the record. I'm just saying, you got to find some bright news in all this.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
What I was saying, like, I can use the crystal to. I mean, Scott, you might need to help me with this because my notes for the crystal were on my computer that I can't turn on right now. So,
no.
the Orb of True Detection had this ability to, like, make a tether to someone, and then I could, like, follow that to them. But it takes, like, all the spell charges. So,
yeah.
I was like, I explained that I could do that. I'm like, I could theoretically do that, but the orb has to charge again. So either way, we're gonna be staying here.
I can see if maybe the Sphinx might know a way. I mean, I don't know how they have lots of knowledge. Maybe a way out.
And the
I
library
can see.
isn't charged up either.
No, but I can still make contact with him very briefly. At least ask him that. I mean,
All right.
yeah, so okay, I'm gonna. So you see me kind of disintegrate into sand after taking a bite of some food because I'm then taking a sip of the water, the giant trophy. Yeah, we won. Gold.
We're alive.
We're alive.
That's
So
what
is
it
it-
is.
That's more like it's not that we won. We're alive.
Does this trophy even say what it's like for? Is there like a word on there? Does it says
We're
like
not drowning.
Like is this
Not
like
drowning.
spelling bee or is this like just a bait? Like what is the trophy for?
Yeah. What is the trophy for? God, I'm curious.
You said it's a trophy. I want to know now.
a sailing championship.
Okay. Ooh, that makes sense. Okay.
Well,
Damn, you stole someone's trophy. Dang. Well, thank you,
that's it
whoever
with the
won this.
champion. Yeah.
See, I'm going to turn to sand and kind of teleport a little bit off to, if I can, and make contact with the Sphinx for a brief moment in time. I don't know if it's even possible out here, but I'm going to try.
Okay. What does moment of time do again? I'm
Oh, so I'm using it's my one of my abilities from the Sphinx.
yeah.
The
I don't remember what
displacement.
it
Sphinx
does.
is so I can and they bring it up in the book. Gosh darn it. Essentially, I can teleport 60 feet down out of space and make brief contact with the Sphinx. I can ask them like once a while. Usually it's in combat, but I'll like sometimes use outside of combat because I'm like, well, it's useful. But yeah, let me bring it up. So someone else can do something while I'm playing with the book.
I just take my lute out and start playing so we feel a little better.
Hey, we got food and water. That's in music now. That's all you need.
I'm gonna get up and at least look at the edge of what's around us, like beyond the beach. So there's like a forest, right? You said?
Yeah, there are some trees. There's not a lot of trees, although they do have just crazy wild like rolling roots. There's a little bit of water inside the roots that seems to be held and collected. The trees seem to be holding the rainwater there. And the roots, though, they go 40 feet out and they just become like almost like a surface you could walk across.
Do they seem to
With
move if
little
I
pools in
like
them.
poke it? If I touch it, or do they seem to move? If I, like
No.
poke it with like, make
No.
sure these things wrap up and yank me in.
No.
I think we could also get water from these roots.
Well, I'll just
So-
ruin my spell. Okay.
It's not ruining your spell. I'm just saying in case we need to at some point get extra water, or if we want to save your magic.
Well, we
and
know
drink
your
it.
water's clean.
Yeah, that's true. We don't know this water is.
We can always use heat though to make it safe. And that's a good find, Eizen. No, that is good. We use heat to make it potable, whatever, and make it so we can drink it.
And Hipley, you were doing the spell.
So using space displacement, so you can channel the abilities of your patron to allow you to teleport as you briefly make mental contact with your patron, and then your patron. So what it does in combat, like your patron grants you it's divine foreknowledge, giving you advantage on the roll to the next end of its turn.
Right.
But always that foreknowledge on like if there's like possible to like get
Yeah.
like out of this place.
Out of combat.
Well, I mean, yeah, I want to use it out of combat if possible.
Hey,
I mean, we can
Hipley.
make combat.
We can make combat. Someone hit me.
Blake, real quick. Would you have told Eizen at all at any point in our travels about your necklace?
I have a necklace. Wait a second.
Shift necklace.
The plane shifting necklace.
Oh, that I got that thing that one time when I tricked him and I grabbed it on the ship. Yeah, I would have. Yeah. Because it blocks, because that's in like, you can't go to like the one thing that's on, right? That's the thing with the necklace.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it'll work for all of us, but if we all hold on to you kind of thing or something. But
And then we turn it to like to make it this plane,
yeah.
right? Ooh. So yeah, we'll definitely, that'd be something good. Yeah.
Something to consider, but there's a chance that it may only take you and not everybody who's touching you. I don't know how it would work. You guys would know more than me, probably. I just know you probably. I was asking if you would have told me at all about that necklace. I don't want to assume that Eizen knows about it, but I didn't want to assume that he may not, because we've been traveling for a while. It may have come up and.
Well, I'm wearing it, so yeah, no, definitely, because you'd see, yeah, no, I wouldn't hide it. But like, yeah,
I
I'd
would
grab
bring
this
it up.
thing.
Yeah. Damn.
So when
I don't like this place.
when you do the displacement, Hipley,
Mm-hmm.
you get the message that I have to think about how to say it cryptically.
There's no way out. We're trapped. Just like it stinks to be cryptic, I'd be like, yep. No, I'm surprised. Comes a riddle.
You have the tools and the beasts with you.
I'm like, which one's the tools, which one's the beast? I'm like trying to think, okay, we like the tools or okay. That's it. We're the tools and the beast.
And when you hear that, you are staring at all the wind skippers that are up on the beach. And
Okay.
but
Mm.
you don't know what it means by the beast or whatever.
Oh,
Desus, make me a perception check.
Okie dokie.
I'm assuming when he says beast, all I can think of is just like the worms in the
Finally.
water.
26
Okay, I'm going to give you an insight check. Yeah, I want to see how.
on top of it.
Yep,
Okay.
I'll tell you what you know is odd in a moment.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
So 26 perception, dirty 20 insight.
When you were looking at the stars, it feels like they're moving very slowly and gently.
Well, the stars are moving a little bit. Did Hipley tell us what he heard from
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say,
Sphinx?
yeah. So I come back and be like, so we have the tools and the beast. I don't know what the beast. I don't know if the beast are like those eel
The
things
tools and the
or
beast to what? What was the question you asked?
you know.
I'm gonna pull out my Eye of Quagware, my pearl.
Okay.
Can I get any feeling off it as I pull it out in the space?
What did you want to do? What were you asking me?
Just if I get any feeling, like, as I pull it out, like, if I get if there's, like, any connection to it while we're in
No.
here, if...
Nothing in particular.
Right. What about that, blinding gem thing? It connects to another, like, the dream space, doesn't it?
Oh wait, we don't have that though, right? I mean, if we were talking about this out loud, because no tags with us, right?
Tags
So I'm
with
just
you.
like,
You technically
yeah.
should be
So
talking inside because we have like 5 hours of that stuff.
yeah, supplementally, okay, good. But like, yeah, because I know we have. I just make that note, like we have tags. So we have to be careful. We do bring out that thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it matters at this point.
We have the tools and we have a beast. The only beast we have is trouble.
Yeah, which
Unless it means tag is considered one as well in some way. I'm not saying tag is, unless I'm just saying the.
was it like beast plural when he said like was it like was this like when he said sphinx? I mean, he said beast. Was I imagining like plural at least? Was able to glean that from it or no? Just tools and beast.
Beasts.
Beasts. Okay. I gotta tell him to something so okay. That's a note to self. Tell him something so cryptic when it comes to life or death kind of stuff because that's not very.
What if those eels were going to take us out of here and we're like killing them? We're like, no.
I mean, that's the first thing I thought of was honestly was the. I mean, I think of beast. I mean, those definitely fit the bill. I don't. I mean, yes, I guess treble. I mean, Sphinx more of a beast than trouble is, but I digress. But I don't get how that even answers the questions to get out. But maybe those eels will lead us out. I mean, with the tools, so I guess we have to keep going because I was looking at the tools definitely means the skipper things. So maybe just keep going and.
I mean, he could just mean me as a doc again.
If he does, I'm gonna be pretty mad if he's calling you. I mean, yes, that could be it. And if that is the case, then we're gonna have a definite talk because you are more than just a beast. So, huh? That could, but you're right. That could be it too.
I like the beast forms. Yeah.
I mean, if I can get a short rest, and I'll have my wild shapes back. So,
I think it. Well, if we're really pressed for time,
I don't think we are right now. I think we're just kind of sitting here
On this beach again. Remember, so I was just
mean-
having a picnic.
I mean, our goal is press for time, but us being out here, I don't really think we have anything pressing us to move forward.
The
Is the weather
crescent
nice?
of the moons is bigger than it was. You can see that the moons are starting to part. And you can see there's a lot of current in the water. Like it's just rolling past this island pretty quick. So you know you were probably in a pretty rough area, it seems, water-wise.
Is the temperature nice at least?
In the water?
No, I mean out.
In the
No,
astral sea.
I mean right. It's just out like where we are. Is the temperature nice? I'm not in the water.
Yeah, it's okay. It's temperate. Not freezing, not particularly hot.
I mean, at least the weather's like. At least it's not. It's not bad. At least I guess. So, worst places to be. I mean, bright side.
Mhm.
We're together, and at least the other people aren't dead. Hopefully, for the ship. So I guess we're gonna rest and then keep going. I guess in that direction. I guess the point of direction where you flew to towards the rock. I guess is
Hopefully,
I mean, the question is, do we want to go back and try to catch the captain, or do we want to try going just out?
say just try going out. To be honest, I mean I don't know. Either way, we have to wait. I don't know. That's what I'm kind of thinking, but
maybe we sleep on it.
and yeah, definitely in watches. Oh, but
Sure.
about the necklace, I mean, because there's no way I can get back. So if we turn this and it just takes me, then I'm just out. There's no way I can get back here. So I'm looking at the necklace. I'm like, well, I mean, how's that? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know about the necklace, huh?
Yeah, I don't know either. It's just an.
Looks cool though.
It's a unique idea. I'm just not sure how to use it for a benefit right now.
Is there anything else in our inventories? I don't know. Maybe something we might have picked up and forgot about.
You feel the weather calming down, Thesis, across all of the ways that you can feel it.
Well, the weather's getting nicer on all the planes. So that's nice.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, nice.
It's weird feeling that, but it's there.
I just started
Wait.
setting up tents.
Wait, if I can feel
help.
all the planes. I don't know how I can channel that. I don't know if I can. I just sit confused.
We need a rest anyways.
Make
I
me a
mean,
perception check, Thesis, while you're sitting confused.
Perception check?
Yep.
Let's try this one. This gold medal one. Yeah. Alright. 18.
There's a. You think that, like, out a little ways, you think there's another little island that you don't remember seeing before. Not that
I see
far, maybe 1,000 yards off the island. It's just a rocky outcropping, though.
I see a new mass over there.
We'll look out into the sea.
Well, do we want to brave it, or do we want to rest and then maybe try?
can we get a nap first and then maybe try?
Maybe
I don't
at
know.
least a short rest.
Do a short rest.
At least a short rest, yes.
Everyone's
I'm a
gonna
little
take
tired from.
get a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to get a short rest.
Okay.
Still probably set up like a watch since we're on this island and we don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jada will
Oh,
Jada
yeah.
can watch.
Jada
Perfect.
doesn't need to sleep.
So you get a short rest, and when you wake up, Jada says the island disappeared, the one out there.
Oh, that's the one we're on. I was like,
Okay.
what?
It's sunk It's sunk into the water.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Well, there's probably more that are going to pop up.
Does that mean this
Also-
one will eventually sink?
As I look down, like just water at her feet now, like, wait a second. That's a good point. So I guess to head off in the direction where that one was and kind of keep going that way then.
Yeah, there are the water you can see like rolling over it. There's some pretty hard currents going around the island, so you must be in some kind of a pretty heavy current area. Desus, make me an insight check.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Insight, that is a 22.
The stars are definitely moving. Like normally you don't see stars moving, but they're moving some for sure.
Are
And then you
they
hear
moving? Are we moving?
Gesundheit.
and then you
Uh.
see the little island start rising and back out of the water.
I don't think we're on an island.
Wait, is this
What do you
is this a
mean?
beast?
The waves moving in that direction. The stars are moving that direction, and we heard that sound.
What are we on, like a giant
What's
turtle or something? United Shell Island?
I'm just gonna start walking along the edge, seeing if I can walk around and find anything.
By yourself?
I'll go.
I'll go
her.
with. Okay,
Yeah,
so-
we all go
I think
with her.
we probably all go, so that way we don't. Get
yeah,
distracted.
I feel like this
Yeah,
island. This is like a. We'll split up.
Okay.
Middle
You
of
walk
astral
around
state makes sense.
for a while. You walk along the beach, and sometimes you got to climb over the roots and stuff. You get to another point where you see another little island just as it's sinking, and the island seems like it has a
Oh,
shape that's pretty geometric, like a big oval. There's no big protrusions or anything. And then you get to another point on the island and you see another island out ahead of it. Except that island has a gigantic eye halfway out of the water. And it looks a little like it has a beak, and it kind of looks very slowly. It's floating on the water.
I think it is a giant turtle.
well,
Yeah.
I guess
Something.
I assume those were the beasts that
Can I
I
reach
got
out and see
this.
if I can? Oh,
I got this. I use my turtle shell. Shield. Because I can talk to turtles.
oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
I was gonna try telepathy, but yeah, try that first.
So what are you trying to say
so-
to this?
Hello. I'm Cerridwen. What's your name?
Maspidochin. Where are you?
I think we're on your back.
And the island in front of you with the eye slowly turns, and it lifts out of the water, stretching way up, and it brings an eye towards all of you. And just sort of like
I cover Trouble's eyes. It's just like slow. It's like whoop.
Hello.
Hello.
Are,
This is
are you parasites?
No.
Oh.
Technically, well, can we all hear or no?
No,
Only
we can't hear.
Cerridwen.
It's just Cerridwen.
No, we're not parasites. We're just lost.
You're not lost. You're with me.
She has no idea how to interpret that.
Like,
Oh, where are you going?
And it just sort of looks forward. That way. The jellyfish fields are further front.
I see.
of course.
Of course. And she's just like, okay. Are there other of your kind with you?
No, there's only me.
That's so. You must be so lonely. That's so sad.
What's his name?
It was. Oh gosh.
Respitter chain or something like that?
Oh, yeah,
Mes-
yeah. Respitter
Mespidachine.
chain. Respitter chain.
Mespidachine, but it's CHE.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll type it in the thing.
Yeah, I am way too visual for that. I'm like.
Yeah.
I tell them his name.
I put it in chat.
Oh.
Mespidachine.
No, well, that's a lovely name.
Okay, I will. I describe what the ship looks like. That we came on. I'm like, have you seen something like this coming around, like a big,
I've seen many things. That does not come to mind.
Okay.
Why are you on me?
Well, we were on a vessel, and then the vessel broke, and now we're trying to go home, and we didn't know that this was a living being. And she gestures to like the island.
You may ride with me. I can't even feel you.
Oh, thank you. Very much appreciated.
Are you going to the jellyfish fields too?
If you really do, you relay that to us?
Yeah, I relay that. One moment. I tell them what's going on. Mr. Shane's going to a jellyfish field and asking if we want to go there too. And I don't know what to say because I don't know where we want to go.
I would say yes. I mean, the Sphinx was saying. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, ask him. Well, based on what you said this week, we have the thing. Does he know a way for us to get to the material plane? Could he help us get back to the material plane?
And maybe the jellyfish fields are going to lead us there. So yeah, I think, maybe
Yeah.
that'd be a good question to ask for
Yes,
future.
I respond. Oh yes, we would like to go with you to the jellyfish field. Question: do you know what the material plane is?
I am very old. I exist there and here.
Oh, great. We're trying to go there. We're trying to get to the material plane. Do you have
Then be there.
Oh, well, how would you want to go about doing that?
I'm there.
Hipley disappears.
What?
But he thought, and then
Okay, bye guys.
One of you found their way there.
Oh, wow.
Hipley, everyone else disappears, and you're standing on this thing alone.
Where am I standing alone? Just on a
Same place it seems, but the water looks blue, like a dark blue, rather than all white. You're in the middle of the night.
I'm just like, do I see any like landmarks? I'm like, guys, do I see any landmarks or just open water on it still on the Okay. I'm gonna close my eyes again. Can I go back? Oh, I'm on the tour. I'm gonna try to go back.
And Hipley appears.
Whoa.
Chateau.
I don't.
I want to live
just-
here.
Wow. I just thought. I
Like,
don't know. I
you
just thought about
think
being
material
back,
plane.
Yeah, that's what I gotta
and-
do, and
Thesis
just
disappears.
yeah, just I do it too. Boop.
And you are on this giant island, and you can see the water is blue here, and the sky is dark with stars. The moons are about halfway through the crescent.
Okay.
Right. I got a question for you. While she's gone, Gwen, how are we gonna get Trouble and Tack to think material plane?
I'm connected with
Great
them.
question. Can't you like talk to them in their mind?
I'll go back.
I mean,
So I'll come
I
back.
could try to telepathy send messages in their mind, like visual images, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I will say, Scott, since I'm connected to Trouble, kind of like with the feature from UO that featured. I mean, is there a way I can be like, hey, buddy, let's think material. I mean, I feel like we have that
Think
connection with
happy
them.
thoughts.
Think home. I mean, I'm pretty good with animals because, Firbolgs are. She's speech of beast and life, so she can talk to animals. Like, they know what she's
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know what
That
you're
might
saying,
work.
right? Like you don't understand them, but you can kind of get the gist, right? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah.
And out of its head, there's this water spraying out. And its head goes back under the water.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
slowly. And then it rises up, 10 minutes later.
Do you think he knows where the eye is in the material plane? Do you think he could maybe lead us there?
I'll ask. So when he comes back up, I'll say, Miss Bearshine, do you know of a place in the material plane that's like a giant tower it's by the sea, and it's called the Eye?
I don't know of such places on the land.
Do you
Maybe
know where
ask-
the Nera is?
What was that, thesis?
Well, maybe ask him if he knows of like a roaring, hot, fiery, deep ocean.
Oh, okay.
That's a landmark by the eye.
All right. Well, are you familiar with something on the material plane that's in the ocean that's like a hot, whirling water, vortex thing?
That's where the jellyfish fields are. They get trapped there,
See,
and I can feed on them easily.
Oh,
Wait.
great.
I told you guys.
I hope they're just jellyfish.
Yeah, I was
Oh
just
my
thinking, like,
God.
what if they're jellyfish in the astral sea, but in the material plane, they're
Are
That'd
they
be messed up.
jellyfish in the astral sea and the material plane? Or do they change?
The jellyfish only exist in the material.
Yo, can you describe the jellyfish to us? I mean, it's a
How big are they?
look like you. So,
Maybe.
human.
Are you still able to do a minor illusion?
Yeah, how big are they? Like, compared to me? Like this?
Maybe
or
show them
like
what a
this?
Nereid looks like?
They're smaller
Oh.
than you.
Okay. Have you seen anything that kind of looks like this? And then I make like a Nereid image.
And it lifts its head and kind of brings its eye back to you. Why would you? That's a place of death
What?
where they are.
I want to take them out.
But didn't he say that's where the jellyfish are, though? I'm confused.
There,
Yeah, the jellyfish are at the same place.
But he
Well,
hasn't
near-
seen. But okay.
Maybe it's not the exact same place, but maybe it's close enough.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe we could ask: is the jellyfish near
Are
that
the
place?
jellyfish close to the place of death?
they're a few days float.
Okay.
But that is where you speak of. That is the lair of Mercamecleon. You should not.
Merklameki.
Must be the thing that I saw.
You should avoid that place as small as you are.
Hurtful.
Can you
What
tell
is-
me more about Mercamaculon?
He is a beast of fire, but also of my kind.
It's his cousin.
What is his kind?
It's his cousin.
He
It's
has-
just like, yeah.
He has a shell beautiful and powerful like I. Not much smaller, of course. But also the beastly fires of the flying beasts. The winged fire terrors.
Oh,
Sounds like a lovely place.
And an appetite for things other than jellyfish.
Well, it's at least if we ride with him, we're going in the right direction.
yeah, let's go in the right direction.
And seems if we are on him and we think material plane, I'm not thinking, we can go.
Yep.
How many jellyfish can this thing like eat? I'm just thinking, like, I mean,
I mean,
besides this thing, like, how big are those? Like, I'm just, how big are those jellyfish down there? He was just thinking, just like in thought, just like, huh.
Which we're still connected. We can hear you.
We're just like,
I mean,
just going through the calculations, like, how many? Like,
maybe
what?
it's different when you're in like when you can like exist between the astral this plane and the next plane, because like you'd have to eat a lot. He probably has like 4 stomachs, like a cow.
Slow down the processing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to think that. My bad. I forgot we're connected. You know,
I know, Dwayne, maybe ask him how long it will take him to get to the jellyfish.
One last question. Do you have a time estimate of when we'd arrive at the jellyfish field?
Give me a second. I gotta get something.
and after that, Dwayne, can you ask him if we can give him like anything to as thanks or for carrying us? If there's anything we can like give him.
He turns around and says, "Your souls."
So
I thought we were about to fight him because he hesitated. We're like, "What are you going to eat out there?" There's like the hesitation. Also, like we're about to fight a turtle right now.
Not all turtles are bad.
were you in the material plane like a few days ago?
I exist in all in the 3 planes at the same time.
All the time. So there's a giant turtle in the material plane right now.
Is I'm not a turtle. I'm Maspidoshin.
Oh, so you're sorry, I misspoke. So your body is in the material plane as well.
Yes, I am in all 3.
Oh, so fascinating.
All 3.
So, could I touch it, all three of them?
If you wish.
What's the third one?
What's the, I was gonna say,
So we have the material plane and the ethereal plane. What's the third one we're talking about?
Where we are here in the astral.
Astral, okay. Do you have any, just chatting him up a storm. Have you ever been to the dream realm? Are you familiar with that at all?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, worth a shot. Reminds me a
was.
lot of the ethereal plane.
Hold on, I'm looking for something.
and see if we can give him anything as thanks.
Oh, there it is.
I don't know what we can give him, but
What if he wants trouble?
I don't think he's gonna want. I mean, I don't know if he knows what a basilisk is. Probably good that he doesn't. I mean, worst case, I mean, a giant stone turtle, but man, take a lot if it's alive to unpetrify him.
We will arrive as the unending staircase ascends. Desus, make me a Arcana check.
Constellation?
Yes, it is a constellation. And it's one that is normally pretty close to the horizon line from where you've ever been.
Okay.
Water sprays everywhere out there.
Feels kind of nice. I feel the mist. I'm like, oh,
And very
not bad.
slowly you see the little island-like legs push back against the water, and even though it's very slow, the mass of it really pushes pretty fast. So it feels like there's a current, hard current all the time. But it's really that you're moving pretty quickly now that you are thinking about, now that you see it in action.
Well, this beats the CEOs and beats the skimboard things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely an improvement. Master Peter Shane, is there anything we could do for you? I mean, we appreciate this ride a lot.
I have all I need.
Do you like music?
Come on.
If it's of the old kind,
Alright, tell you what, I'll start playing, and if you don't like it, let me know. And I'll play, like, the oldest song I know. Yeah, and I imagine, I don't know if she would have come across, I don't think she's come across any songs, in, like, the ancient, languages.
It's the composition.
True. Okay, yeah. I'll do like a part of that from the composition because I'm
Okay.
sure she had a lute part. The melody line.
and the music is carried, very gently across what is now a calming set of seas. The moons finish their separation, and the evening the stars begin to rise faster as you enter into the eve. And this is where we'll break.
Wow. We're actually broke at like a comfortable place. We're not like, just shot.
Yeah, it's the back of a turtle. Well,
Hey, it's not a turtle. Mm-hmm.
That's Peter Chan.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was gonna attack us like a magnolia being called a flower. But like, what you call me? Wait,
What?
turtle? Like,
How dare.
no, I said. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That was a
it's
fun session. Did not see it coming with a giant turtle, but pleasant surprise though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really good.
You know, Seoshin is going to kill Aizen when they're like, "Where are my slippers?" and be like, "Okay, well, so yeah."
Oh, we have like all the time for fireside chats now. So if anyone has,
Yep.
You do,
yeah, we got.
if you
It
want.
doesn't.
I know that Eizen wanted to talk to Jesus about like religion and stuff. So anyway, I'm just opening the floor to RP.
Yes.
Oh, and Eisen, when you go in your backpack, the slippers are right there.
You lied to me, Aizen. Wow. If I see him, like you just like, I'd be so hurt if I see him.
No, I would pull them out and tell you, like, I look at you like confused. You could see it on my face that I'm not, that I'm just as genuinely confused.
They're very cushy. In your hand.
Maybe it's wait. So you try to bring him out when we were at the place, right? You said you
Yeah.
couldn't. Are they somehow like connected to you now? Did you?
I don't know.
I mean, good. Well, I guess I don't. You should have asked while we were there, or asked them. But I guess that's the way now. But when we get back, you better tell them.
Yeah,
You better
maybe.
tell them. No, maybe it'll be with it.
Maybe. Who knows? It may not even be worth the time. Maybe it's a cursed item and I picked it up and now they're happy to be rid of it.
I don't know. You said they're pretty comfortable the other day, so I don't know.
Best curse ever.
Your curse
Comfortable
was soft
slippers I will lose.
slippers. Oh, the horror! Oh
Forever
gosh,
wearing soft slippers.
my feet are so comfy.
Darn.
Dang.
So I mean, I'll just be playing my lute, and she says, "You know, I've been thinking a lot about how I might bring Vezrin back, because I mean, resurrection's kind of a big deal, but I was thinking since ancient magic, pretty much all songs in the world is made with ancient magics. Doesn't that just mean I need the right song?"
That makes sense.
I mean,
Right song to call his soul back to his body.
Yeah.
Would it be a song that he knew, or I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't know how this kind of thing works, but it sounds romantic though.
A song that resonates with the soul, right? In the way that we need to know the tones for the soul tines. Maybe you need to know the right melody for his soul.
Wow, I wonder if we all have, like, if we all have like a certain kind of song. But yeah, no, I agree. I think that's a good. I think it's a good idea. I mean, I'm sure we'll do whatever we can to help with that too. I mean, I can play a mean smoke on the water, but I'm not sure that's. I mean, that could be his song. I mean, it's a pretty awesome song. So
Pretty great song. I think what we could do is like maybe I could write a line or a verse about a special moment you had with him,
oh,
like a memory you had with him.
oh,
I could put it into a song. I
oh,
just
yeah,
have
that.
trouble choosing.
Yeah.
mm, oh man, dang, that's gonna be. I'm trying to think. Oh gosh.
I mean, you don't have to think about it right now because I'm still working on a melody, but trying to figure it out. But that's just what I've been thinking about lately. Because we don't really have clear answers on how to do something that's crazy. So
I think your thoughts are pretty solid. I think tapping into that, and we know the ancient magics are connected to, the gods who have such abilities and the Fey realms and all the planes. With that, and if we bring them to a ley line, that might be able to amplify your magics, because we know the ley lines work well with ancient songs, or at least the ancient language.
yeah.
like I said, I think it's gonna be. I think it's the best way to do it, and then and so you use the soul to bring it back, and then but we still need the body, right? Or
Well, I'm sure that would help.
Yeah.
Sure, it would help. Because, I mean, what seems less complicated? Calling a soul and making a new body, or calling a soul and putting it back in a body?
putting it back, and because we saved his body, right? I mean, no, we
Yeah,
didn't
it's
get back
It's
preserved.
been preserved, yeah.
So, oh man, that yeah, that's a lot easier than making the new thing. Then it's a familiar shape too, so
Yeah.
it'll probably fit into it easily since it's like made for it.
Yeah.
I just support you guys in whatever you want to do with your friend Bezrin. I mean,
I call first dibs at smacking him. I'm just
actually, you
calling
should let
dibs
me
now.
smack him.
Well-
He doesn't even know me. You know,
A
how weird
random
that'd be?
person to get wake up.
Random guy, smack. This is for hurting your friends.
I'm down
Who
for that
are
too.
you? Who are
Who even
you?
are you?
You know who I am. I'm down for that. That actually pretty good.
It'd be weird when I slap myself on camera.
Yes.
Oh, we can have.
That was about all of what I was thinking.
Oh.
That, and I was thinking we ought to have a wedding soon after that, because if everyone's gonna go run off again and die, he can think to himself, would me a wife like this? And he could think, no.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was a different character. I was like, because I don't really cleric in this. I'm like, yeah, I can use. Never mind, it's a different character. Well, I can definitely help. I don't know. Yeah, I can be helpful somehow with that. Like, if people find a way to be helpful, like setting up like a wedding,
Oh.
we'll do something. I mean, trying to think, like, what can I?
Well, then it's a plan. We save the world, and we resurrect Vezrin, and we have a nice wedding.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, write it down, and it's now in my planner.
Easy. Just save the world. It was a wedding.
I was like, wow. I mean, I knew you guys were close, but I didn't know you guys were engaged.
It was more unofficial than official.
Oh, okay.
You might as well have been. Everyone saw it. Am I wrong?
Oh my gosh. Maybe we can do both. Maybe we
It
can.
was
Maybe.
assumed.
I mean,
Maybe we can like wake him up with like the wedding happening all in the same thing. Like we could get him
So
back right
it's
then and
just
there. Like
I mean,
you're waking.
if you brought
That'd
him
be
back and he didn't marry you, I think
Veteran, say I do.
Say it. Yes,
I
exactly.
do. What?
I think that'd be grounds for like re-killing him. Just saying. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
if he did that to Dwen, I would like 5th level moonbeam him.
Killing you again.
this seems familiar.
Yo, what if we bring back the no? Because the mask was not. It was like what the mask will attach, but it's not because I have it in the book. Oh
Well,
man.
If we have time. Hipley, do you have your bookmaking tools on you, or are they in the library?
I would say probably. I would say I probably still want to keep on me just in case. Like I feel like, especially what happened before. Like I feel like that's something I keep with me.
Because you promised me to help make a book, and I would like to include everybody.
Oh.
In my downtime, I've been pressing flowers, and I kind of pull out a little bag, and I pull out the flowers, and they're all the flowers that each of us have in our corsages. Like, I like to have these at least on the end leaves on the inside.
Oh, I can definitely. Yeah, no, I know how to press those in there. Yeah, I can definitely do that.
And then I think if you're okay with embossing, if maybe you could emboss a daffodil on the front, because that was our code word. And a daffodil
gosh.
also symbolizes rebirth and new beginnings.
Yeah, I can definitely. I'm happy to use my skills or something like that. So yes, and especially for a friend, I can definitely do that. The best. This was like the best book we've ever seen too, by the way. So I'm not
I
saying
know.
I'm the best, but I'm just there's not many better. I mean, I'm the best on this plane. I look around in the turtle like I'm the best on this plane for sure. So unless there's some other like bookbinder somewhere like on another turtle. But yeah, I can. I think that's a beautiful idea. It's gonna look so nice in here. I'm gonna start like just working on it too, since like we're here anyways. We sit next to trouble, like cross-legged in like the sand. Just like pressing. Okay, I gotta do this.
And while Hipley's distracted, I just very quietly saddle up to Dwen. And while she's still making notes, just very kind of sleight of hand almost, but still noticeable, wrap sort of a bracelet of Lily of the Valley around her wrist. And just in a quiet whisper, like, I hope we have a chance to talk more privately, but I just want to make sure you're okay, you know? I want to make sure I get you home. And for this, and I point to Lily of the Valley, the most important symbol for me on this is return to happiness.
Thank you.
So I'm going to make sure I get you there.
You have feel this big arm around you. She squeezes you to her side. Thank you, Jesus. That's very sweet. I'm getting back there. And I think I have a lot of you to thank for that. I'm glad you're my friend.
I'm glad you're my friend too.
We'll get through it.
Yeah.
And I'll catch you around when we got a little more space to ourselves.
I
Yes.
mean, me and Ice can walk on the other side of the island. I mean, we can just leave, okay? we can literally just leave. We're just like, okay, you need some. Boop. I'll be showing Eizen like how to bookbind. Like I'll be showing like warning him like old person status. Like, and this thing is called a blah blah. Like all the parts and just like as I'm going through it.
Okay.
Yeah. When you look at him, he looks at you, nods. As soon as you like look back down to do what you're doing, he's like,
Like, and you see, like, in this part's right here. It's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Real quick, something I was thinking about. Since we seem to have a lot of feelings towards the gods in this group, I know that we debate whether. I mean, I don't worship any particular one, but does it not feel like this is maybe them guiding us?
I don't.
I mean, think about it. Before you say this, think about it. We immediately came out into turmoil. Thesis felt like a need, a pull. We stepped outside. We saw what was going on. We made our way to the boat. As soon as we got on the boat, switched over. Things went crazy. Still, the breeze was pulling Thesis towards where we were going. And then the ship got flipped over. Everybody seemed to make it off. Just us, nobody else from the ship, was separated. And the one island we find ends up being on a beam that is going back and forth between the material plane, and the astral sea. And it happens, just so happens, on the time frame that we need to be going right where we need to go. You cannot tell me that there's not some type of divine
Oh
intervention.
no! Of course, the gods are leading us somewhere dangerous so we can help clean up their mess. Of course, that's probably the thing that they're leading us on their way so we can do this dangerous potential mission to die. Of course, going to lead us there. Like, oh, please help us and save us. Like, come on, go. So yeah, I think you're right.
I don't think it's so much that they're having us save them. I think it's more of the relying on us to save ourselves and other people.
They're not trying to save themselves. You're right. They're just all altruistic. This is just us trying to save.
I didn't say they're all
I get you.
altruistic. I didn't say they're altruistic. I mean, there's probably I don't know magic like you guys, but there's rules to magic, right? There's certain things you have to follow, certain things. Maybe for the gods, there's certain rules that they have to bend themselves to. Maybe they're not just allowed to do whatever they want. If they were, I don't think the world would be the way it is. Maybe they are, in some ways, prevented from interfering in certain ways.
They're bound by some other laws we don't know about.
Yeah, I mean,
there is a reason they pulled back on the old magics and letting us tap into the ley lines. That was once forgotten, almost forbidden magic to us. We just, whether from their grace or not, learned about it.
And
Part of our newer magic, that's not as potent.
And from what we learn about the gods, I mean, they all have their own motives against one another. We're helping the more decent ones deal with the ones that are fueling Nios's. I don't even know if Nios is working with a god or trying to become one, but regardless.
I think we confirmed they were trying to become one and wanted the essence of the one that we threw in a book.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, I mean, we can't let Nios do it, whether the gods are helping us or not. At the end of the day, nobody else seems to really know how dangerous this is except us.
See, my thought is, it wasn't that the gods just picked us at random to be this sort of vessel of their divine justice or whatever. It's, at least for me, with Lewin and in a way even with Craigware, I'm just a soul that they saw that was willing to stand up to something that was going to destroy what I care about. Because I would stand up to Nios, whether I have Luluin and Craigware with me or not.
I don't agree. You're awesome regardless of whatever. I mean, you'd still be powerful with or without the help of Luluin and Kragmer anyway. So definitely agree with that sentiment because you're awesome with or without them. All of you guys are. Yeah. I don't know. I'm still whether just blind them, but it's not my decision. That's just what I personally want to happen. But I mean, I guess we'll see. I don't know. Why do you gotta ruin the mode to bring up the gods, Eizen? Come on.
I just find it very odd that of all the places we could have ended up in that strange, or in this strange place, the Astral Sea, we landed on the one thing that can get us where we need to go. And I'm not complaining. I'm happy that happened because I was literally terrified trying to figure out how we're going to get home and help people. So, I mean, you don't have to like the gods. And clearly you don't. But they are doing what they can to prevent this from happening.
Whether it's for their own good or not, we don't know. Yeah, true. We don't know whether it's for self-serving reasons. But yeah, I mean,
have you only seen gods do terrible things? I mean, I've seen people cheer to their gods for great things.
I'm sure they've done great, bad things. I just think like, just leave us to our own devices and like they can do what they want with themselves, and then good and bad, whatever. That's fine. But I don't know.
But you know, this wasn't started by a god. This was started by Nios, who was trying to become a god.
Now, who knows how did some of the other gods probably start anyways? We don't know. Maybe they started like Nios did too. How do we know? But like I said, I mean, good for them for trying to save themselves. I mean, that's cool. I just think we can do fine on our own. That's all. I mean, we have the knowledge now. We can learn things. I mean, with or without magic, I think we'd still be okay.
Well, I don't have magic.
I mean, yeah, but you still, yeah, you don't need it, and neither does Dwayne. Doesn't need magic to write those songs. DC need magic to be an excellent person on the sea. You need magic to throw a blade or to do anything like that. I mean, yes, magic helps. It can do cool things, but
technically, my cloak produces the blades, and it's magical, so it kind of magic to make.
But you can still throw blades, though. I mean, like you don't need magic to throw it. Come on.
I don't need magic to throw a blade, but to throw my blades, I kind of do.
Yeah, you'd find a way without, though, is all I'm saying. And so...
Yeah, but then I have to carry a bunch of weapons on me, and that's just weighs you down, slows you down.
I mean, you'd have to give up your pouch, but I don't know. That's...
Just fill it with a bunch of knives, just keep pulling them out of the bag of holding.
Yeah, I mean, if we can find a way that they don't... Like, I don't want the gods to be dead or nothing. Maybe they can just be like, not messing with us. Like they could do whatever they want and be happy in their own little place. Yeah, they can be their god spirit, and I'd be that's cool. They can be there. We'll be here. That's fine.
I've always felt that they would be nothing without us, which is why they're here.
Probably.
We are
But
the
I mean-
fuel. The believers, anyways. The followers.
Well, I believe,
I mean, I believe that they
That's-
exist, but I don't follow any
devout.
particular one. Yeah, the devout, that's where they get their fuel. If they were to leave, they would just dry up and become nothing without followers. So,
No, but that's like everyone, though. I mean, like, without you guys, I'd be nothing. I mean, that's what everything is. Without someone to think of it, telling me it's no one's there to think of it, is it really something to be thought of? I mean, I don't know. It's a risk everyone has to take.
well,
Like,
whether it's divine luck or our own sheer skills or stupidity that landed us on this little floating rock, I'm glad that we will be able to go home. And I'll leave it at that.
I agree with that much. That I agree with you. Sorry, Scott. I know you said like this is the end of the session like 20
They're like, no, we're
minutes
going to
later.
RP, damn it.
We're gonna RP. Dang it. I would RP more if we're okay with that, because I want to talk to Deus again.
But like, come on, Ice. Let's
Okay.
come on, Ice. Let's go walk across like this let's see
To
what
the
we can with
gods.
turtles.
I was just gonna say, like, Jesus, do you wanna go take a turn about the island? I mean,
Yeah.
on
On our friend, our new friend.
new friend.
Yeah.
Oh, go and walk along the shores. So, you want to talk to me about something?
Yeah, I mean, I've been meaning to talk to say so many things, yet don't know how to say all the things at the same time. I guess since we hope for the very best, but I want to prepare for the worst. I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you, and that, I've had my father growing up, but it was kind of part-time with his job. Only had him half the time and never knew my mother. So getting to know you, not to say that I see you as mother, no, let's not make this awkward, but seeing you, love so strongly and freely has shown me a lot. And no matter what happens, I am very grateful. I think you really showed me what it's like to be a mother and a sister and a friend. Because I didn't have any of those.
Cool. And I don't think it's weird that you would, see me as a mother. You kind of see you as a daughter at times.
Oh.
I hope you don't think that's weird.
No.
Okay. I kind of give you another little hug. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know what's gonna happen either, but
Well,
I'm glad you're with me. You're not the only one who's been learning. I've learned from you as well. It's hard to. Been very subtle, honestly, but I've grown up a bit more because I've been with you.
Oh.
Thought of myself ought to be a better mother. And now I am. I think I am.
I think so.
Yeah, we definitely wouldn't have got there without you. And I'm really appreciate you being here with me, and also how kind you are to my son and compassionate you are to all of our friends. Because sometimes I don't have. Some days I don't have it in me, but I can rely on you to catch it.
I get that. Sometimes, I mean, especially lately, I've been a maelstrom of emotions. I'm so confused about everything, but at least I have you all to be my anchor.
Hi. How you doing? Are you okay? I know it's been a lot.
Yeah, I feel I always get a ton of little information or not little information, but important information at once. And then everything that I knew once before I no longer knew, and it's something else. And I seem to be in a constant magical puberty, and it's...
Yeah, no, that's a very valid feeling.
Am I even still in my starry form? Am I stuck in this while we're here?
No, you're
We
not.
can hear you, Scott. Oh.
You're not.
Okay. Well,
You're taking it pretty dang well. I think it's a sign of your maturity, actually.
I did have to grow up pretty fast. I told Jada this, but I haven't told anyone else. I initially had plans to do this whole journey and fight Nios on my own. So I wanted to make sure... Yeah.
Wow.
During those 6 months on Elixia, I was working to get the funds to get supplies and a voyage over. And the one thing I didn't tell Jada was I wrote the three of you, Hipley, and Jada, letters. I was going to send when I left, but never did. And then when we first learned about, Nios basically targeting us and getting back together for the first time, I ended up burning them in the hearth in the library when Hipley dropped it when we got back together. I think I just wanted to make sure you all were okay, and I didn't want to take you away from anything important because you had Taliesin in your family. Hipley deserves his retirement and being a teacher and sharing that knowledge. Because if knowledge is worth or worth dying for, you got to live to also share that so it can be worth it. And Jada deserves every ounce from their centuries of living to fulfill their promise and get those souls home. But I think was afraid was losing you all, but I'm really glad you're all here with me. So I think I could be stronger. I was afraid I'd be weak and lose myself if any of you got hurt, but I know with you I'm stronger.
I felt the same in a lot of ways. No, I definitely wasn't thinking about going after Nios. So you're quite brave.
Well, I don't know if it's so much as brave, but I just felt like we had targets on my back and I wasn't going to let anyone target my friends.
Well, I stand by my statement. I think you're a brave little protector. There's something else I want to talk to you about because I'm not really comfortable talking to it about anyone else, but you and I both have our connections to our gods.
Mm-hmm.
You with Luluin, and I'm pretty quiet about Quiel, but that's because I don't want to fight Hipley over it, and I didn't want to fight Morkant over it.
Mm.
So I just kind of keep it to myself. And Quiel, to be honest, Quiel's not a very powerful god in the scheme of the Pantheon, but Quiel cares about me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good enough for me. It wasn't some mighty Akbar that came and comforted me when my father died. Or when Vesrin was gone. And I think I'm okay with Quiel guiding me on this journey, because I think they are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being an instrument in the hands of someone else. Those are just my feelings.
I get that. I could have easily been a follower of Akor or Mava, being fishers and sailors. My father was a follower of Akor. But on the island by myself, kid trying to survive on her own when her dad's working, it was Luluin that became not just a god in druidry, but my best friend. She showed me how to wild shape so I could play with the squirrels and the birds, and still remember nights where I'd build little sand towns and make straw puppets of my parents. And I would turn myself into a little mouse and play pretend.
delicious.
So I get it.
Yeah, I knew you would get it. That's why I wanted to tell you. Like, a lot of my songs, I feel like. I mean, I know they come from me, but part of them comes from Quill. Because every song I make is a prayer to them. At least that's how I feel. That's just how I worship.
I don't think there's any greater prayer than a song.
So, thank you. And I haven't really talked to anyone about that. So it's nice to say that to someone, because, you know, it's not like we're like, hey, let me talk to you about my god that you have no relationship to.
Yeah, let's preach and hand me a pamphlet, right?
Yeah, give me a pamphlet. So, thank you for listening to me and sharing.
Yeah.
And you find your way back to the beginning of the island by the morning. It is a long walk, though, around this thing.
Big, not turtle.
Yeah.
You hear me like, Eizen, why don't you just become a cleric then, okay? I mean, you know, maybe why don't you become a cleric then? Maybe like that what you want to do? Fine.
No. Why would I want to be a cleric?
I don't know. Why do you want to steal people's comfortable slippers? I don't know.
I didn't steal it. I picked it up and I brought it back, but they were gone when I brought it back. I don't know what's going on with this.
Mm-hmm. Well, now you just can't give them up. Oh, so now like I try bringing it back, but they just want me now.
Next time we
Okay.
teleport there, I'll hold them in my hand when we get there. Hopefully they'll still be in it. And then I'll put them down.
Well, maybe whatever god they're gonna go with now, maybe they want you to have them. So
Listen, I'm just saying, when it comes to the gods, you have a thing against being used as, you know, used by them, but I spent my whole life in the service of others. And I've been used by really bad people. They weren't gods. And I've been used by good people. A tool in the right hands can literally change the world for good or bad. And we have a chance to change the world for good, whether you like them or not. They might guide us there and help us change and make sure things don't turn out the way Nios wants. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm proud to be a tool, along, you know, to be used, directed at something evil.
cool directed at one of the evils though, but who knows? Like I said, we don't know all their ambitions as well. That's all I'm saying. Because yes, they can stop them from doing that, but who knows what they want too? Or they want something similar, but now someone doing it at this moment. That's all I'm saying. You can,
No,
yeah, if you
I,
feel the way,
you're
that's fine though. I mean, like I'm not gonna not help. I mean,
no,
whatever
you're
whoever else
100%.
to
You're
follow.
100%. You're 100% right. I mean, who are we to know the minds of other beings like that? I mean, and it's funny for me to say that to you since we both can read minds. But my point is it's kind of hard to tell. But you got to work with what you believe, and if you have a good relationship with your God, like some people do, it's easier to trust. It's faith, right? That's what faith is trusting in the unknown. I don't know if I have faith in a particular God, but I have faith in you guys. So, and if
And
you guys are being directed,
if you did have faith in a God, that'd be fine though. Like yes, like I know how I feel about it, but that's not to say like if you have faith, then that's fine though. So honestly, if you do want to do
I
that, like
mean,
don't let me
no,
deter
no,
you.
I don't. Listen, living on the streets, it wasn't gods that came to my aid. It was myself. It was by through my own actions. Nobody came over there and gave me a hand up. So no, I have no desire to follow any particular god. I'm just saying, let's get this done, and then you can ponder what evils they plot.
Trust me, I'm not gonna ponder nothing about them. Okay, when this is done, that's the last thing on Hipley's agenda is to
What are you
ponder
gonna do
that.
when we're done with this, Hipley?
Well, like I
Go
said,
back
I'm
to
pretty
teaching?
old, so yeah. I mean, because my bones, I don't have all this like adventure like you guys do. Okay, like I'm kind of, this is like I'm way past my prime. Um, so yeah, I mean, or some more trouble, just hopefully teaching. I mean, if that's still a possibility, I would love to do that. Just yeah, I think that'd be an enjoyable way to spend my last days would be doing that. So
I think you'll be good at it. and we'll get there.
Oh, I know I'm a good teacher. I mean, trust me, I practice and I learn. So not to be arrogant, but I know I'm a good teacher. But thank you, though.
Oh, hey, they're here.
Oh.
Enjoy your walk.
Refreshing.
Yeah, it was good.
Well,
We enjoyed our we didn't walk. I mean, did we walk? Well, hey.
it was
we
a mental
enjoyed
walk
ours.
mostly.
And this looks like a
You-
good place to
Yeah.
break.
Half an hour later.
Doing pretty well.
Yeah.
This is it.
See,
Never
viewers,
again,
this
nothing.
how you get your DM just to keep going. Just like you just keep playing, and
Yep.
the DM can't stop you.
Yeah. This is a good place to say, no, it's not.
That's kind of what happens sometimes. And I
Yeah.
agree, sometimes it's not the good place.
Appreciate it, Scott. You don't appreciate
Yeah.
me for that, so
Thanks for putting
definitely
up with
appreciate that.
Have a good night.
You're
everybody.
awesome.
We'll see you next week. On the
Bye.
With
Big
everyone,
Adventure.
hopefully, too. Everyone should be here. Hopefully, we'll see. Hopefully.
Bye.